Theseus Vasilius Tavros is a warrior cleric on a religious pilgrimage. His primary focus is to find an artifact that will help his home, the Minotaur city-state of Voskia, and the Order of the Maze that he represents as he traverses the world. In his order, he is called a navigator, a young adventurer who will find his place in the church and Voskian society through great deeds. Minotaurs are sometimes seen as primitive barbarians in Almora, but Theseus considers himself quite civilized. He enjoys solving problems, using logic in conflicts, and helping people navigate the labyrinth in acts of self-discovery. As he travels, he hopes that he can disprove the belief that all Minotaurs are evil and savage, and learn a thing or two along the way.
Barley Braun is a 3-foot-tall, 30-pound halfling rogue. He can easily be thrown. He is very self-serving and very individualistic. Doesn't tend to get along well with others, but is so desperate for fun and entertainment in his own life that he is desperate for this kind of adventure. So he'll be interesting to play, I think.
Gaius Berzin is a human one-armed fighter who comes from the land of Hals. Years ago, he was a soldier in the Halsian army, until one day he comes home to his hometown of Ebonstone to find that his wife and children had been murdered in a raid from Valaris. He swore vengeance on those who killed his family, but in his rage, he loses his arm. He falls on hard times and hard drinks for a few years, but eventually he comes to realize that life is still worth living, and swears to live life to the fullest until he can meet his family again in the next life.
Hi everyone, my name is Christine, and I am playing Vita Teidai, pronouns they, them, a lizard folk wild magic sorcerer. They come from a community where there has not been a wild magic user in quite some time, so their magic is pretty out of control, and when they decided maybe they wanted to go see the world, their village was very excited about it. So now Vita's just out roaming around trying to get their magic under control. And that's when they meet up with this party.
My name is Robbie, and I play Red in the Almora RPG campaign, along with his faithful companion and sidekick, Herschel. Red is a shifter ranger who grew up in Perea in a tiny little town called Aramore. One day, his entire town was destroyed. When he was 5, he eventually made his way to Nagual over near the coast. Some of his personality is that because he's been, just out hunting for a good portion of his life, he doesn't have the best social skills. He gets his stuff done. He's pretty quiet, but also determined and very methodical about getting it done, and super reliable about getting it done. He's gonna see it through. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks.
So I play Rhythm, a Tabaxi druid. I grew up in a little town called Hazeldrum, which is on the border between Perea and Halls. I grew up there with my adoptive mother, a human woman who found me wandering in the forests when I was about a year old. She died a few years back, and I found out pretty darn quick that without her protection, I was not welcome in Hazeldrum anymore. So I've been wandering. I ran into some druids who taught me druidic magics and helped me harness some powers that I've had pretty much my entire life. But I've been sticking to the outskirts, avoiding towns and villages. But I ran into this Minotaur a little while ago named Theseus, who has been, making me wonder if I should give towns a second chance. So now he and I are trying to figure out what to make of life as two kind of strange creatures in this weird world. But that's me. That's Rhythm.
Theseus was...
Hello, everybody.
It's held together with a chip clip.
Welcome to the frozen wasteland, nerds.
Yeah, hello.
For real, though.
I don't want to pay Duke Power a penny more than I have to, so it's cold in here.
Yeah. I don't pay Duke Power for my
you
heat.
tell
I gotta
us.
pay Dominion Energy because I got gas heat.
Hey, me too.
I left Virginia and I was like, I'll never have to deal with Dominion Energy again. Then they bought PSNC and I was like, oh, fuck.
Psych.
Damn it, you followed me. You natural monopolistic bastards.
Fuck them.
Welcome to the snow episode, everybody.
We all snowed
Welcome to the
in.
hot tub episode.
Welcome to the beach episode.
Welcome
Tub episode.
to the Edward Snowden episode.
Hey.
Get it? 'Cause snowed in.
The weak laugh.
Vibes, though.
What happened last time?
We nearly died. That's what happened.
He made a...
A series of very bad choices followed by one lucky
Followed by,
choice.
please, dear God, let Alias be listening to us.
I was
Followed
bad.
by Robbie saying by Red going, Barley, shut up. Barley, stop. Barley, please don't. Barley, no.
Vita casting like the equivalent of like a Nerf ball spell at this gargantuan undead dragon like it's gonna do something, and poor Red tap dancing for everyone's life like Fred goddamn Astaire, and Barley's over there shooting off like about to die. It was a whole moment.
It was a lot.
I was so close.
But we're alive, guys. We
We
somehow miraculously survived.
It was because of you though. Holy shit.
Against all of our best efforts, we survived.
Everybody used their
I was-
skills except me.
I mean, you used your you
I
did
just
use
used the
your
magic
skill.
ball, so
You used role playing.
That's fair.
It just didn't help.
Gaius also tried a little bit. But it was mostly just like, what the fuck?
I'm trying to talk my boss into a general strike now.
What?
Okay.
I'm just, he was like, because our city manager's a fucking asshat, and I don't care that this is live. The dude comes from a police background in ACAB, and he refuses to close work ever for snow, like literally in years it has never happened, because public works still has to work, so should everybody else. That's their job. That's literally what they applied for. It's like saying someone should shoot at me periodically because cops sometimes get shot at. No, that's not what the fuck I signed up for. Eat
That's
my
most
dick.
ignorant shit,
Anyway,
because that's entirely dependent upon whether or not somebody has all-wheel drive or not, or if they have accessible roads.
Yep.
How about the public works have access to drivable roads, asshole?
Also, they get adequately compensated for that work.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, no, they don't. Our pay here is shit. But even still, it is part of the job description. So it's like saying we should run into burning buildings because fire also has to do that. I don't give a fuck that they have to do a specific function of their job that they signed up for. That's not my problem. I'm risking my little Prius to get there. Fuck you. Anyway, my boss has a truck, and I was just like, hey, pick me up on the way. And he was like, what would happen if we don't come in? And I'm like, chicken strike, Brian. His name's also Brian. So I'm just trying to go leftist on him.
I love it.
sounds like a good plan. I like it.
He's conservative, but he's also from upstate New York, and he used to be in a lot of public service unions. So there's still a good chunk of that like workers' rights stuff in him. We can fan that flame.
Be supportive
I don't-
of that flame of destruction. I love it.
I don't get any excuses because I
Yeah.
work from home. So they're just like, show up, motherfucker.
There's no reason we couldn't work from home. It's fucking stupid. Anyway, so yeah, you guys, there's something that I think most DMs are familiar with. There's the front-facing brain during any game and the rear-facing brain. The front facing is interacting with you guys as NPCs, and the rear facing is like, how the fuck do I make this work? What shit am I supposed to be remembering? How does this impact stuff that's happened before, and how will it impact stuff that comes later? So all last session, I'm like, do I just let them get a TPK and then come up with a creative way to bring them back? Do I let the campaign just end like this and the world ends? And then Allie was like, "Oh, I'll just call Alias." I'm like, you know what? That's probably the best option we have right now.
Yeah, all right,
We're gonna run
fine.
this.
Yeah, I'm just like, Alias. I have a stone for Alias. Call Alias, please.
The old start the phone call
But I
before you
didn't wanna
enter the
do
room
pure-
shit, and then it's
Uh-huh.
The thing I'm worried
Yeah.
about now is that the Tether twins now know about IRL, and that's a little alarming.
Yeah, because they read into Barley's mind.
I mean, the
I don't
kid's
think they
fairly
give a shit.
safe. The kid's fairly safe. He's got enough people gunning for his ass. He doesn't need 2 undead bastards.
Yeah, on top of it all.
To pick. Yeah.
I feel like one of the undead bastards is actually a nice guy.
This is
what?
this is metagaming, but just for the sake of it, it's information that you guys have already gotten. But they share common goals.
Also,
so
yeah,
their first priority is not killing that
there's
child.
also that element of them corrupting him. That is a little alarming. I shouldn't be giving you ideas. What am I doing?
Yeah. No, I mean, I hope that we don't lead them to that. I mean, I will honor the game and whatever happens in the game, but hope we don't lead them to that, because I've been working for months on a graphic novel outline to give to Sarah to turn into something else that hinges on him not being corrupted.
All right,
So
let's corrupt
it'd be a
this.
whole
Let's get
fucking
this kid
control to
corrupted.
go back
Fuck
and
it.
change that.
Let's do it. I'm on that train now.
Barley has already started corrupting the kid. Kid, how do you feel about alcohol? That's damn right. Keep drinking.
I'll use this to decline.
You are 5.
Okay.
I just want to be like, hey, Alias, since you got some planar crap going on with you, how about giving me a fractal sword? Sorry. I really love the idea of the fractal sword.
What is that?
A TikTok.
It's a TikTok joke thing. Somebody's making fun of
It's a whole thing, yeah.
the Papa Roach song. And he's like, I cut my knife into more knives. This is my fractal sword. And it got me so good.
Tessellations repeating.
So one of the things I'm seeing here is that I forgot to make the 9 Hells manual I promised I would make you. So I'm putting it in Habitica. Rob, did you make a user?
You know he didn't.
All right. He downloaded it. It took like 2 weeks of fussing for him just to download it. Did you not download it? I thought you did.
Did I? I don't remember.
I think you did when you were talking at one point. But then you stopped to sign up.
Yeah. That is the thing.
Do that, and it'll help with the anxiety. I'm not saying. I mean, I'm saying it because I want you to do it, but also it does help me with my anxiety to look at everything that I need to get done and not fucking think I have to remember it. It's just down.
It is something I kind of have to do right now because, like, I forgot everything. My brain isn't working at all, so
It's okay.
It's all good.
I have like super ADHD when I'm going through withdrawals.
I mean, it's better than last week when you forgot that we were gaming. Because you thought we were taking the week off.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You're at least here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I exist. Yeah.
Yay!
So anyway, I forgot to make that for you guys this week. It's in my to-do list now. So we'll just say that Tanrail's taking a little bit longer to to get it to you. You guys are currently on the plane of Arkanfalis. Alias brought you here, and you guys start discussing your next steps. I don't know that you guys settled on anything other than probably don't fight those two things together.
Hey!
Also, there's Dana.
Hey guys,
Dana!
sorry. Hello. What are you guys doing? Sorry.
Existing.
Oh, okay,
Playing
cool.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, I want to do that.
Yay!
Yeah,
Yes.
we've got all the stuff here. All right, so
Yes.
Dana, were you here last week?
We were almost murdered. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So you were there for the
Yes.
almost dying thing. Okay, so you guys are on the plane of Arkanfalis, the plane that Alias created for IRL. You were discussing next
right.
steps. It's all yours.
Hey, so what is the joke name we gave this place?
Arkanfalis. It's not a joke. Fuck off, man.
No, the other name that we gave it, like...
Oh, the other
Oh, wait, I got it. Hang on.
Obscuria or something?
Arbitraria.
Arbitraria.
That's what it is.
Arbitraria.
That's the funny name.
Yeah, so we're there right now.
Alias is going to modify the spell so that every time you say arbitrary and Arkanfalis, you take psychic damage. Planar attribute.
So
Yeah.
I vote we continue searching for Gaius's kids, and secondarily learn more about Diore and Descod.
Vita likes this plan.
Because I don't know about you guys, but I did not like almost dying.
I
And
did.
feeling terrified.
I adored
Barley seemed to enjoy
it. It
it.
was great.
I'm gonna
Yes,
look and
we
see
know
if
you loved it.
Vita can learn
Also-
silence and just cast it
Also,
on
I
Barley.
really didn't like having to have mental gymnastics with really powerful creatures, because I don't know if you guys know, I spend a lot of times in the woods with things that don't talk to me.
You did very, very well.
Vita
Red.
thinks Red single-handedly. Well, not single. Vita thinks between Rhythm and Red, we are still alive. Also because of Alias, but yes.
I mean, Red is the one who did something and bought us time. I just clicked a button on the call button and got help from outside.
Oh, thank goodness.
We bought time.
Real quick mechanic thing. Christine, did you ever
think I
switch
did,
your
yeah.
your other lower level spells? Okay, cool. Just making sure. And we agreed it was half the value of your level, up to half your levels.
I
version
had
of
only
spell slots,
changed
right?
like a second
Okay.
and basically switched out a first level spell for a second level one.
Gotcha.
I am going to look
Okay.
to see if I can learn
Sorry, continue.
silence. Just for funsies.
Yeah, what you saying that reminded me that we had discussed that, and I forgot to check in and make sure it all was good.
Right,
sorry,
yeah,
keep
I'm
going.
down to do whatever, just don't make me have to do that again. So,
That is a valid request, Red.
I'm a
Good.
doer, not a leader, but I don't want to do that.
No, I won't do that.
I was waiting. I was waiting.
So, speaking of not doing that, Gaius, where is it that your hometown was? Wasn't that where we were initially going to go before?
Before we decided to do something really dumb that we shouldn't have been doing, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I mean, kind of across the river from, your Hazel Drum, so
Okay. Yeah, it
Westward
was
Walk.
kind of close.
Yeah,
Well, neck
kind
of
of, kind of like the same distance from here to Ramsden, but west and not north.
Okay. Do we want to spend the night here in God, I really want to call it the other name.
Don't do it.
Do we want to
Yeah.
spend the night here, or
This
do we
place-
want to see if Alias can take us there now? What are we thinking? I mean, I will admit that even just getting us back would cost a lot. So a night's rest would be appreciated.
Vita would like to have long rest in place that is not immediately filled with undead.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, we can stay here. In Arkanfalis,
I can follow us.
not the other one.
The reason I'm enforcing that is because it will probably be in the graphic novel, and if people ever look at that and then go back to rewatch this stuff, they're going to be, what the fuck are they talking
I mean,
about?
we'll always
I've gotta
refer
be
to it as
consistent.
both.
I ruined everything.
No, it's because it's a wonderful, hilarious name.
I like Arkanfalis, but arbitrary is funny to me.
This isn't Almora.
I'm not in Yalmora.
When the fuck did teleport and plane shift become the same
When
level
did
spell
what?
slot? Teleport and plane shift are both 7th level. I thought plane shift was 8th and teleport was 7th. Anyway, sorry. I'm trying to figure out if Alias even has access to enough spells to get you
Oh
there.
shit.
Because he plane shifted to you guys and plane shifted back.
I think it sounds like we're in mind to just rest up for tonight. So
Vita runs and finds IRL and shows them the blanket of fortitude.
Nice.
We have a bouncy castle moment. It's awesome.
Okay. IRL adores it. Lara is still there. Yeah, he has no more 7th levels for the day. Lara is still there. And seeing your blanket of fortitude, turns to Alias and just goes, "So you just give these out to everybody that you meet now? Is that like I thought the one that don't worry about it." Just kind of walks back. No, she's upset with Alias.
Vita blanket buddies with Laura? This is amazing!
She turns around and she's like, "Yeah, he gave me one a few years ago when we met. I didn't have a house then, and this became home until I went to the university. So I thought it was the only one, but a lot of stuff he's not telling us, huh?"
Godlike wizards.
Oh,
Vita
wait, I have some.
this.
And Alias is like,
Okay.
"No, you don't." No,
Oh shit.
Christine was just seeing if she never cast it. She was seeing if Vita
I
could
was looking.
learn
Yeah,
silence.
I don't think it's a sorcerer spell. I think it's
in the event that you meet Deore again.
I'll find
I've-
something. I'll find something.
I'll make you less what
Um,
you are if I have to.
Bitch,
At
I'll
least
use
for a
polymorph.
couple hours.
That was insane.
I got powers now to make you happy.
Oh shit. This sounds terrible.
So Alias turns to Lara and he's like, "I made another one. I've eaten baked pies before. The one wasn't the only one. You make more when you like them. That's what you do. You make more of a good thing. And she's like, yeah, no, but it just seemed like you put a lot of energy. She goes, that's the first one. And they're just kind of doing this back and forth, you know. She's mostly just irritated about the whole situation, and this has become the pinpoint of a way to just
Vita
fuss at him
leans
some more.
down almost like fully perpendicular to the down and kind of cranes her neck down to IRL and says, "What does IRL think? Is this romantic tension or just tension?
I was
Vita
gonna
cannot
say
tell.
that.
What's romantic tension?
Rhythm just from behind screams
What's
at
It
romantic
him.
looks a lot
tension?
like this, frankly, but Vita is not good at the romance either, so Vita has to ask the questions."
Oh, I think that Laura is 15 years younger than Alias, and that's
In what
weird.
context? Because once it's like 45 to 50, or oh no, Vita cannot do math. Hang on. Once it's a certain age level, it gets a little less weird, but yes, there is a significant difference between 15-year gaps between people. This makes sense to Vita.
I think if there were an omnipotent God creating this universe as we went along, he would have forgotten the exact numbers associated with it. But it's possible that Laura's like 26 and Alias is in his
Okay, so yes,
mid-40s.
power dynamic is
So-
weird there, right? IRL's smart.
The whole autumn-spring thing, yeah, the
Little weird.
autumn-spring thing's a little creepy.
Perhaps when like Laura is more in her 40s and then whatever.
He'd be in his 60s. That's still weird. That's Jerry care.
What?
I love that we just put the term Jerry care into Almora.
What the fuck, Brian?
There is a little over 10 years difference between my stepmother and my dad, so it's not that weird.
How old? Which
My
one's
dad,
older,
yeah.
your dad? How old is he?
He was born in 1950.
Okay, so he's a number. Got it.
71.
Parents are 7 years. 7 years different, I think.
Yeah.
My parents are like 45 days difference.
Oh wow.
I'm 9 months younger than Brian. 9 months.
My parents are 13 years different. My dad was
This
a
explains
predator.
a lot now.
Actually,
I think in my
And his
Yeah,
dad
my
was
stepmother
also
and my dad's
wait,
case,
we're not-
they met later in life when they both had kids at that point, so it was just like
Mm.
a little bit different.
my biological father, I think, is way younger than my mom, which is really funny. Like, I think my mom was 32 and my dad was like 24 or something. Like, I don't even know. Cougar.
Girl, you from that cradle.
I think
Okay.
Look,
that's-
look, we're not kink shaming here. Just
No.
please be careful and
Yes,
don't be
that.
predatory.
Mhm.
Non-toxic relationships for the win.
Yeah,
How did we get here?
I don't know. He said Jerry.
Vita was
Care.
having relationship chats with IRL, who is 6. So
He said
that is
Jerry
the
Care.
context of this.
Yeah,
He said Jerry.
but he was raised in a royal family, so he knows a lot of
He's a
big
smart
words.
kid.
Because
Vita cast by
very-
time.
yeah, he's immediately like, oh,
I
hell
love
yeah.
that when in doubt, Vita's just like, and spider climb.
Awkward conversation. Spider climb, go! And suddenly it's like play tag with the kid.
Jarl definitely ran away to see the cooks and the servants and that kind of stuff. So he picked up some weird stuff. You know how every kid does. They pick up weird stuff as soon as you let them
Yeah.
speak to someone that's not the parent.
Yeah.
It's one of the. There's some.
There's
odd
a couple
gaps
of
in there.
moments when Vita's like, IRL. Does IRL know what this word is that IRL has said? No? Just like
What
random
word?
shit.
Hell. It's
No,
one
that
of the
is not
planes.
what Vita was talking about.
Rhythm comes
How
over.
does
It's
IRL
like,
know about pony play?
do you know the term bullshit?
Yeah, that's from boy cows.
No, but do you know what it means when adult says that something is?
Guys, come on.
Gaius, come on! It's education.
It means that they think that it's basically boy cow poop.
See, Gaius, he already knew.
Yeah.
He knows. He's a smart child. Good boy.
Yeah. Yeah, Gaius.
Oh no. Listen to Cousin Lizard. It is important to learn new things always.
Boom.
There you go.
I just walk away with a big shitty eating grin on my face.
We have a 6-year-old.
Weird word choice.
Learning Jerry Karen bullshit.
Guys,
shit.
Why are you corrupting this child?
We are empowering this child.
He was born to destroy a nation. He's fine.
So are we going to Gaius's? Are we going to Gaius's place?
Yes.
As soon as we sleep off the terror that was almost dying.
And I will sleep off the regret.
Vita likes being weird cousin.
Okay. So again, this place was originally created to eventually hold a more self-sustaining community. So
I've
there are
watched
homes
this
and that
anime
kind of
before,
stuff.
yes.
There's a house. Yeah. What? What anime are you talking
I
about?
can't remember the name of it. It came out like last season or something. Somebody who's a weeb, tell him.
I'm not a weeb enough, apparently. I don't know this one.
Me neither.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, it doesn't sound remotely familiar.
Guy is like, hey, I'm gonna make my own plane, and he does, and then he fills it up with all the monsters that are like, hey, we're like considered outcasts. And
Hey, Rob.
There's a pig cleric.
Hey, Rob, we're gonna go to sleep now so that we can go save Gaius's kids.
I'm sleeping.
He's asleep.
Gaius
is asleep. Gaius is asleep.
I sleep.
Rob, figure out what that anime is, though. I'm curious. Anyway, give yourselves a long rest. You find a place to sleep in this idyllic village. Everyone have a long rest.
Thank you, Brian.
I saw the worst one of those the other day that, as a homeowner, made me cringe when this guy was pouring like fryer oil down the sink drain and was like, it can have a little oil as a treat. And I'm like, no.
I took my bathroom sink apart today and cleaned I cleaned every fucking piece of PVC on that thing.
Didn't that just get built?
Was pissing me off, so I went weird.
Yeah.
Yes. You know the weird vomit looking adhesive they slap onto everything? They shoved half of it inside the PVC instead of around the edge.
Because at that point, the plumbers are like, bro, we got to do 80 of these today, and we got to be at the next place tomorrow. Slap it on. Let's go.
Yep.
Pretty much.
Yeah. It's value contracting, guys. It's one of the reasons why your family homes will outlast the new homes you purchase. Anyway, you guys wake up the next morning. You go to where Lara, IRL, and Alias are making breakfast. You walk in, and IRL's like, "What are we having today, Aunt Lara?" And she goes, "Eggs again, IRL." And he goes, "Bullshit." And she turns around and looks at him and she's like, "Who told you that?" And then he immediately turns away like he's not around.
I give IRL a very secretive big cousin thumbs up, just like that's what's up. That's how you do it.
Well, while you do this, I need liquid sustenance. I forgot to get some.
So what's the plan?
Right.
Okay.
So the plan.
eat breakfast, head back to normal plane of existence, research Gaius's not dead kids.
That sounds like a contradiction in terms. But maybe this is just
It
Vita.
makes sense.
I mean, they were thought to have been dead, so they were Gaius's dead kids, but they are now not dead, as we know. So we're researching his not dead kids.
Get the fuck.
Okay.
I just woke up. Okay, I need to have some calories and something caffeinated before my brain like works fully, but not dead kids. Like what? How is that? I get it's kind of confused, but it's like okay. It makes sense in my brain right now. Okay, I'm sorry.
Laura, may Vita have a soft-boiled set of 4 eggs? Excellent.
Yeah. Sorry, hang on. I need to find out.
Guys, come on. Give me.
Shit.
Is that
farts.
Laura
Let's
speaking or
see.
Brian?
This is Brian speaking. I need to go look at something real quick. Feel free to roleplay amongst yourselves. I have to go track down a very obscure
Noted.
piece of information that potentially will become very important. Yeah, it's breakfast.
Breakfast!
Have breakfast, Banshee.
Barley pulls out a
Okay.
flagon and just like is sipping it while staring at the eggs. Just angrily staring at the eggs. Just sipping and staring
I'm going
angrily
to
at the
eat these eggs. If all you're going to do is stare at them, Barley, they are fair game, and I just
Red is going
grab.
to lean into Barley and stare at the eggs angrily as well and go, I agree with this. Number 1, these aren't fruits and vegetables. Number 2, these aren't old enough to be chicken strips
Yeah.
yet.
They're disappointing on all counts. Donne, Vita has never asked, does Donne have siblings?
Nope.
No siblings. Donne is
None.
only child?
Yes.
What must that be like? Donne never had to share a room. It was always Donne's room. That is crazy.
Rob's eyes looked like they died a little when she said that. No.
Does
So, Gaius, tell us more about what we're looking for, I guess, when we...
When we get there, I guess we should talk to people who remember what happened that day, and it's gonna be weird. I feel like I should have asked him, but I didn't ask him. It was just the shock of it all. That's the name of the thing.
Good.
By the way,
I'm glad you found it, because the things I found were not what it was, and they were bad.
I forgot about the part where he hates the
Sarah,
goddess
you
who-
need to turn your safe search back
who
on.
sent into the world. And, she's a massive, giant piece of crap who doesn't like ugly things, and dude is ugly.
I will never get...
And that's why,
Sorry, go ahead.
look, they're running out of isekai ideas. They just threw all of them together. And that's all we get. It's all the anime.
They still have ideas for really pervy things, that's all I'm saying.
They still have ideas for creative misogyny
Did
too,
you-
so you know.
I mean, creative misogyny. Have you guys heard of an anime that just came out called World's End Harem?
Ugh.
There's only 5 guys left, and they get 5 billion ladies. They can bang anybody.
Oh.
And apparently lesbians are not a thing anymore. It glosses over a lot of things. I kind of hate it, but I'm also a dude who watches anime, so I'm gonna watch.
At least you admit to your faults.
Own your truth.
I'm also a dude who watches anime,
Soft.
so it is my duty to watch this anime.
This burden I must
Look.
bear for all of the human race.
But the problem with it, the reason why I'm actually not gonna watch it, is that they censored the whole thing. Come on! If you're gonna have a show like this, don't censor it. Don't do it.
This is look, guys.
I
This
mean,
is all
isn't
Rob's
that
got.
the
No.
This is
line
all.
between
we know
anime
what's
and
happening.
hentai,
This
though,
is all Rob's
Rob?
got left. Let him have it,
Listen.
man.
Listen, if that one show aired, anybody can do anything, and it's fair game. I ain't gonna tell you what show. Nobody's gonna admit to me. I will never admit to ever watching it because I saw what was happening. It was bad. It was bad. Don't do it. Save yourselves.
All right, stream's over for the night. We're just gonna let Rob do whatever the fuck he's doing
Sorry.
right now. Let that happen for a couple
Anxiety.
hours.
Phrase.
I look down for literally 3 minutes to find your children's names, and I come back to I'm not going to admit to watching some pervy ass anime, but I did watch it. And I'll do it again.
Guys, don't
What?
listen to me. I'm crazy.
We love you
That's why
I'm
anyway.
off my meds.
That's why we love you.
All right, Rob. Do you remember the name of your children?
Hey, you know what? At this point, I don't.
I had to, and this is going to shock everybody who's seen me harass Rob to do literally everything I need him to do for the last half. I had to harass you for a week to get names
Oh,
for
yeah.
his children.
Mhm.
Hilda is the eldest. She was 6 at the time. Eric is the middle, 17, or I'm sorry, 4 at the time. Sigrid was 8 months old at the time. It has been 13 years since that happened. So there you go. That's what you need for your own
Yeah.
backstory.
I was gonna look that up the other day, and then
It's in iMessages. It was not in Facebook. That's why it was so hard to find.
there it is. That's why.
So
I was like,
Yeah.
I was gonna look it up, but then like I couldn't remember how far back.
I can tell you actually, it was October of 2020, I think is what it was.
Holy shit.
I'm sorry, October
Yeah.
2021. So it's been
It's been.
no, not
What-
October of
What was the
2021.
question? Sorry, I
Really?
spaced out.
He might have not made names for his children until that point. I think that is when we learned that they might not be dead.
Yeah, that's right.
So he probably never named his kids, but
Oh.
now that
Because like I
Yeah.
did what backstories they were gonna be unnamed.
So it wasn't even that long
They're
ago.
gonna be unnamed, and then like they're alive. So now I had to make up names on the spot. There you
Yeah.
go.
So anyway, all right. So, what is your plan? You're looking to go to
Yeah.
Livingstone? Okay.
So I'm wondering if we're gonna just
Uh,
teleport there or go to Hazel Drum and then walk.
I
don't know
mean, if
you
Alias
feel
can
it.
get us there, that would be ideal. Because
Mhm.
walking's gonna take some time.
He can do that. I need to get to the Ebonstone document. Okay. So Alias says, "All right. Okay. I'm going to take you to Ebonstone. And within the next 18 hours, it would be outstanding if you did not take on a Lich or Draco Lich or any cosmically altering evil creature for me to have to use my last plane shift spell to get there and then figure out a way to get you out."
That is a valid and understandable ask.
Fuck you.
We can't make any promises, but we will try.
Fuck you.
No.
Shut up, Barley.
Shut up, Barley.
I
Hey, fuck
you know, I learned this spell recently, and I reach into my haversack. Do I have something like duct tape?
Yes.
Actually, check your inventory first, because there's weird
I
shit.
think at one point in
in the-
time I did write that I had like industrial tape in. Because I think we had this conversation when
remember
Farley
that.
was doing something dumb before, that I would like pick up tape at the next shop. I mean, I do have a ton of rope, but that doesn't help with his mouth.
Vita pulls out the emetic plants that they've dried and kept and looks very seriously at Barley and says, "Listen, halfling friend. If Barley does not want to vomit or worry about vomiting every time they take drink from flagon, Barley will mind what Barley says."
Oh, that kid got your anxiety meds. That's why you're out.
Jesus.
Little shit.
But yeah, I do have tape written in my inventory.
Great.
Okay, well, I don't remember okaying that, but I trust the past. So.
Yeah, so
tape.
I'm like, I look at Alias, I'm like, you know what? I learned this spell recently, and I reach into my bag, I pull out tape, and just like cut off a bit, and
Slap it on
like,
Barley.
Barley, hey, give me a smile.
Barley, are you resisting this or letting it happen? Okay.
I'm not happy, but I'm letting it happen.
I got a mental intrusion spell. I can make you happy.
No, please. No more of the fiddling with my brain parts. That's enough of that. I can't say anything because of my mouth is covered in tape.
Just go.
Gaius is literally becoming the mule from Asimov's Foundation series.
Oh, wait, no, I remember how it was that you okayed me having tape. It was because
Was it the king
it's because I have both regular like hemp rope, and then I have silk rope, and I said like I would have all manner of tying people together and like binding people.
Was a king.
And so I would
Here
probably
we go.
also have tape.
Checks out.
So
Well, I guess Barley, roll a Constitution saving throw to see if this turns you on or not.
Taylor, not the
It's a kink thing.
Barley.
So.
I just like I placed the
No, you don't
tape
have to.
on Barley's mouth, and then I do like the magician, like look at my magic trick towards Alias.
I got an 11.
That's probably doing something
man.
for you. I don't know.
This seems
That's
inappropriate.
why it's
In front of the child.
I mean, no, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying you're pitching a blanket of fortitude here. I'm just saying it's just like it happens and you're irritated, but for a second you look over at Rhythm like, that's kind of cool.
This is kind
All right,
of
like,
neat.
Rhythm.
God.
yeah.
What?
Doing the
Oh
Dean
my
Pelton just
God.
better not awaken anything in me.
Rhythm, why? I'm not allowed. Pirate lady ship captain. Leave me alone.
At least that's what Rhythm got today.
Panting?
Did you forget her name?
Yeah.
Alias looks at it's Panzink. Alias looks over at Rhythm and is like, by the way, did you hear those songs?
Don't,
What?
Alias.
We have heard several versions. What has the Alias heard?
I don't remember verbatim. I heard it in a tavern, but actually, does he have the Keen Mind feat? I don't remember if I gave him the Keen Mind feat or not. I can tell you, and if so, I can just
Oh
go
my
back
God.
and read what I wrote.
Oh no, what's happening?
Features and
It was
traits.
Pansy. That was her name.
Yeah.
I totally remembered. I totally did.
I need a callback of some kind. We need to see Pansy again.
Oh
This
my
is
god,
important.
please.
Nope, we never have
He-
to.
Damn.
He doesn't have Keen
Okay,
Mind, so he
Vita will
doesn't
be on
remember it
lookout.
verbatim.
Vita's most curious to hear about details and legends of our crazy band of idiots.
Ugh. Thank you.
Bless you. Okay, so he gathers you all up because he's getting ready to do the plane shift spell, and he goes, and again, I can't stress this enough. I have other things to do. Please exercise caution.
I point
the
at
Prime Material
Barley's
plane.
taped mouth again.
We will do our best, but the world is chaos.
That's well, that the tape is a start, but that's the leakiest parts of an entirely sinking ship.
Okay, you didn't have to put it so harshly, Alias.
Look,
Trying.
Okay, bye.
Good luck. And he casts the spell, and you guys find yourself in an old stone circle outside of Ebenstone. What used to be, pretty obviously, an old teleportation circle that is not widely used anymore.
Gaius, where the fuck are we?
You know, the place.
motherfucker!
We're in Evanstone. It's not. It's not a very good place to be. It's not terrible. It's just very rustic. We don't. They don't do much here. It sucks.
Gaius, you spent a week in Hazeldrum with me and Dane. Better or worse?
It's not as bad as that. It's just, you know, small town, small people. Don't really deal much with magic, teleportation circles, and general upkeep of said things.
Okay.
Rob, you played Witcher 3 more recently than I have. What's the place that is just mud and tall grass?
You're talking about Velen?
Maybe, yeah.
Probably. That's the region.
Yeah, it's one of the earlier places you started in the game.
I mean, there's the regular side, but then there's the more muddier side with the weird witches.
Yeah, so think, if you've played Witcher 3, think sort of this very muddy, relatively barren landscape, except it's a tundra. So instead of muddy, it's just cold, frozen-ass, crumpled-up dirt. Not a lot of farming happening here. There's small personal gardens and stuff. As you guys get closer to homes, you see that people are growing things in raised beds in order to keep the soil more workable. Towards the outskirts of town, you guys, and guys, this is of particular import to you, you guys pass a place called the Hero's Mug. It's looking a little bit run down because Gaius isn't single-handedly keeping it in business anymore.
This is true.
It's got some arcane runes and stuff on the outside, and guys would be able to tell you it's because they are, for whatever reason, super concerned that vampires want to break into their tavern, even though it's never happened here. It's just a weird phobia.
Are there vampires in area, or is it just Vita's fear of Portuguese men of war jellyfish type thing?
It's that thing.
Oh, fear of jellyfish? Vita hates jellyfish. They are terrifying. They have no brain.
Yeah, they sort of do their own thing. But no, they're...
Hang on, writing that down.
As
Vita
far-
terrified of jellyfish.
Vita opens up Soul to party, and suddenly this gets used by God of this universe. Vita is unhappy.
That's just news to me.
It's, as far as I've ever been aware, there's never been vampires in this town since its inception.
Here's a
Maybe
probably the
there
best...
were some at some point, but never in living memory. They're just really weird.
Here's probably the best description I can offer. You know how in every small town in North Carolina they're very concerned about people of color with Molotov cocktails being in their town, even though it's literally just them and the 6 cousins they fucked?
Dang, Gina. But also, yes.
That. It's a thing they've never seen, but they've heard about it, so it must be coming to their town.
Oh, so it's a fear of an idea versus fear of reality.
Yeah.
Also, dang, Gina.
I have no love for humanity. So you guys make your way in. Gaius sees that his house is no longer standing. It's a fallen-in structure. Again, on the outskirts, but on the other side of town. Yeah, do with this what you will.
What would you like to do, Gaius?
Look, I just leave for just a little bit in my house. Remember what I said about general upkeep? This is what I mean. It's just,
Now, was
this town sucks.
Was he in the Halcyon army or the Valaris army general upkeep?
Also,
Not that. Halcyon.
Okay. I only know.
We just don't.
that was his immediate
Okay.
commander.
Are we being
Yes.
hilarious or are we being truthful here?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were 4 generals. There was General Upkeep. There was General Anxiety, but that motherfucker couldn't keep order, so there was a generalized anxiety disorder problem that General Upkeep was able to come in and clean up. It was a nightmare.
Sounds like
Back
a very
in-
codependent relationship.
Well, you can't forget about his twin brother, General Maintenance.
Yeah, and then and General Welfare is the one that they're worried about right now.
But what about their weird cousin that they don't talk about at holidays, General Mayhem?
Well, they don't talk about him, especially at holidays.
All right, Rob, Gaius.
Everybody ignores that one. Just. Well, obviously can't stay here as a. Hey, welcome to my kitchen, sort of thing.
Do we want to give a boost to community and stay at whatever semblance of inn?
Guess we're gonna have to. Rather not.
So you guys make your way back to the Hero's Mug?
No.
Why are you
Guy-
against that?
Gaius, it's been a long time since we've like camped. We can just camp.
Yeah, I'm thinking blanket fort.
Vita's gonna set up kind of a blind or like a hide for the blanket fort, so the blanket itself is decently disguised.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you guys kind of like make your way to the edge of town and do some stealth camping.
Yeah.
With Steve.
Yeah, stealth camping with Steve.
Which, by the way, if you guys are not
I
watching,
love that, man.
if you're not watching Steve Wallace on YouTube, you're missing out on one of the few treasures life has left.
I don't
That
know what
man-
that is. I assume it has to do
That
with
man
camping.
will camp
Kind of.
with whatever you tell him to, wherever you tell him to, and be like, yeah, fuck it, you can do it.
He does a thing called stealth camping because he used to be homeless.
Oh.
And he used to basically have to figure out where to stay in odd situations with limited resources.
Right.
He is the most calm, like nothing gets under his skin. There was an episode where his whole fucking tent blew away. He made a bubble wrap tent. It blew off, and he's like, "Ah, man, that's not good." And he just goes and gets it. Yeah, that's him. He's just he's the Bob Ross of camping.
Look how
basically.
beautiful his smile is.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
He's an angel.
He's been through
He's
a lot,
baby
so
angel.
nothing bothers him now.
I love him.
Yeah. But
What's his name again?
Steve Wallace.
It's Wallis.
That one where he slept, where he camped underneath the highway in the culvert. He's like, yeah, just don't do this in the rainy season, guys.
Yeah, because it'll flood and kill you.
Yikes.
Yeah, he did that. He goes into like rich people's subdivisions and stuff like that and sleeps in their woods.
He has an Instagram. I'm sorry, I was excited. Yeah. Sorry. It's very cute.
So anyway.
Sometimes he camps under road signs.
Yeah.
Like, obviously in the open.
And he just puts up like little camouflage tarps and hides himself behind them. It's amazing. This dude is a hero. He's Canadian. I would die for him.
Aww.
So.
My favorite is when he camped in front of a police station.
Yeah.
That was my favorite.
Yeah, he blacked out a van and slept in front of a police station.
Radical. I love
He's
it.
fucking amazing. He always has a section where he cooks food in weird situations, but it always looks fucking amazing because he just throws a bunch of shit in a pot and it's like, I don't know, I'll just eat this. It's like that. Didn't think this would work, but it looks good. Anyway, everyone check out Steve Wallace. He's amazing.
Okay.
I mean, we're here early in the day. I guess we can go back to the. I don't know. This place. We didn't have a good mayoral structure, so like we kind of sort of govern ourselves here. So it's not like a man in charge type.
Yes, there is.
Deal
Would you call yourself an autonomous collective?
Sort of.
There is a noble aristocrat that is quote unquote in charge as far as the larger government's concerned. His name is Lord Hyge, Hyge.
Yeah.
But he does not give a fuck about anyone else in town.
That I tell everybody that it's there is a guy in charge, but he's not. He doesn't care about what happens here.
He spends most of his time in Brinian, the capital, up north.
Mm-hmm.
So
I guess
we go from here.
I guess we can just go to the tavern and see who's there.
How are we supposed to find your kids at a tavern? How are we going? What are we doing here? How are we going about this?
We are trying to ask around about what anybody remembers about that day. See if anybody remembers anything about.
Can you explain to me that day so I can explain to other people that day?
I wasn't here.
Then how would we know what to say?
Hang tight, guys. I need to use the bathroom so badly I might do it in a litter box. We should take an early break. Let Rob take a second to look at his old backstory because I think that's part of why he's struggling. And then
no, it's
you got
I'm
it.
Bad at explaining.
Oh,
I'm bad at explaining what I'm trying to say.
You should still look at it because there are details in there that I'm going to use. This is my nice warning.
Well, everyone, we'll be back in a few minutes so that Brian can pee all over his blanket and Rob can check out his stuff and I can take my meds and everyone else will be good. We'll be right back.
Yay, meds!
Hey everybody, it's me, your DM for Almora RPG, Brian. We're taking a break right now. Some of us are probably going to use the bathroom, get a snack. Sarah's probably having a mental breakdown. I want to take this moment to make sure that we remind you to hit the follow button if you haven't already. if you'd like to continue seeing us play Dungeons & Dragons in my homebrew world. Monday nights at 7 p.m. we're playing Dungeons & Dragons in Almora. That's a homebrew world. It's 100% created by me for this group of people. On Friday nights we get together and just talk about stuff. It's a disaster usually. It's worth watching. It's one of those kind of train wreck situations. You really want to tune in for that. That starts at 8 p.m. on Friday nights. In upcoming Wednesdays, or maybe by the time you're seeing this video, it will have already started. Robbie is going to be hosting his own sessions in Almora, which is a Guy Fieri-based homebrew world that he's been working on. Also, probably a disaster. Totally worth watching. And then here and there, we'll play video games just as we have time. Take a moment to hit subscribe, especially if you have Prime. You can do a Prime subscription. It doesn't cost you anything, and we get supported that way. We also have a link tree in our thing down here. We've got YouTube if you want to catch up on the old episodes. We have Instagram, we've got Facebook, we've got Twitter. We also have Buy Me a Coffee if you don't want to do a subscription on Twitch. I think it's $3. It just sends us a little bit of support. And what we're trying to use that for is to help grow the channel. Allie is someone who does most of our social media and a lot of our other behind-the-scenes work, and we're trying to work together as a group to bring in enough money to get her a better computer, because hers is... it's doing pretty poorly. We are trying to help Sarah out with another computer because she's the one that she's had since college back in 2011, and she is our digital design person. She'd like to continue doing artwork for us and that kind of stuff, and we want to support her in doing that. It also goes to pay for subscriptions. We use D&D Beyond, we use Fantasy Grounds, and eventually we would like to get to the point to where it's paying us to continue doing this for you guys. I spend way more time than I probably should writing for this world, not just for the campaign, but I'm also working on side projects, short stories, and things like that. We've got Robbie, who spends a ton of time setting up the tech for this, making sure that the stream is run clear and that you guys can hear everything. Everyone's kind of pulling in and using their own resources to do this, and your support helps us do that even better. So if you like what you're seeing, you want to continue to support stream, there are tons of ways to do it. There's probably a good few more minutes before we will be back and ready to continue whatever we're doing at this moment. It's probably stupid, but funny nonetheless. We will be back in a few minutes. You'll see a screen. Just sit here, take a break, go use the bathroom, get a snack for yourself. I don't know, check on your mom, see how she's doing. Your partner? You got cats? Anyway, we'll be back in a few minutes.
Don't want to know.
None of us do.
I'll stop putting my thumbs in there, okay?
I will not. I
Wash
will
your hands
not.
at least.
You gotta take a shower after you work out. I love how confusing that string of statements was between all of us. Like someone coming in cold, as anyone who's watching would be, that's fucking confusing.
Bananas, crazy go nuts. I mean, why else are they here but to experience
Hang
that
on,
peak
you
peak
just said
content?
crazy go nuts.
Fair enough.
What was that? Now, what was
Yeah.
that fucking, like, 10 years ago or 15 years ago? They had that stupid brand of fucking peanuts that were, like, extreme peanuts. And, no.
Planters.
And, like, they were
Planters
trying to
are
be, like, badass
Hormel.
peanuts. And it was, like, the stupidest shit ever. And I can't remember what it was called. Hang on.
Planters, but instead of wearing a monocle, it's a dude who refuses to wear an eye patch even
Yeah.
though he's missing the eye.
And copyright strike.
And now we're sued.
Come get our $100 out of our PayPal, bitch.
God damn it.
All right, so D&D is happening. Let's head over to the heroes. We're just gonna ask around about. Basically, since I wasn't here, most of the survivors, they're just. I never really got a chance to talk to them.
Let's go buy
The
some
shock of
Piper a drink.
everything.
Let's go
Yeah.
find somebody who knows and buy them a couple of rounds and see if that can help them remember things.
Yeah, that's as good a plan as any.
Into the
And
bar.
we're walking.
To the bar.
Into the bar.
All right, so you guys are headed to the Hero's Mug, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Gaius.
Mm-hmm.
You walk in and you see a familiar face behind the bar. An old former soldier in the Halcyon army. Short, stout guy, braided red hair, dark blue eyes. Never got out of the habit of wearing basic armor, but it's sort of modified to also be a barkeep. Like towel with leather under it kind of thing. His name's Gim, as you would know that without the rest of the group knowing it. He looks up and he looks at you for a minute and he goes, "By the gods. I'd say that was Gaius, but he's got his arm back."
Nope, it is that magic. Woo!
You know, it is me, and I do have my arm back, sort of.
Ah. Oh, you got perfect timing. I need you to come in here and buy as much alcohol as you used to, because we're going out of business if you don't. Look at the state of this place.
I can
That's
help
what I
you.
like to hear. Who's your
He
friend?
is uniquely equipped to help you in that capacity. Vita would
Alright.
also like drink.
Same.
I would like to see it first,
You
though.
want to see it?
The hero's mug.
There's no actual hero's
Yeah.
mug.
Oh. The fuck is this false
Every mug is
advertising
a
shit?
hero's mug.
Yeah.
God
this,
damn
this person gets it.
Bullshit.
Lizard person. Anyway,
There's
where you
No.
been, guys?
Hey, what's up?
Where have you been?
Hell and back. I'm is the easiest way to put it.
Hey, we haven't
Quite
been to hell
literally
yet,
in some
Gaius.
cases.
That's next.
Okay, so we haven't been to hell. Guys, come
Well,
on.
well. Vita remembers this, but nobody else does, and Vita's very sad.
We're
'Cause
we're just getting back at you, Gaius, for always interrupting us when we're talking to our friends. So, like, okay, go back to your conversation.
And he is pouring drinks for you guys as he's talking to guys.
Great. Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Funny thing, so you know how the world is magic, right? Well, somehow I came into the knowledge that my children may not be dead, and I've come to town to ask about what people remember about that day, if anyone remembers anything. I'm sure it was hard on everybody. That's why I'm here. Didn't really expect to come back, you know? But just out of curiosity, what do you remember about that day? Do you know what might have happened, maybe to my family, or you know?
Look, guys, I'm gonna level with you. Here's what I remember. Those Valerian pieces of shit. They came in, they burned a lot, they killed a lot, and they ran away like the cowards they are.
Sounds about right.
In what
The
vague
details-
direction?
North, headed to the capital.
As per the usual.
As to the details, busy looking after the mug.
I see. Do you happen to know anybody who may have seen more than they've maybe said?
Not that you haven't already asked.
We need leads, barkeep.
What's your name, bud?
Gim.
Gim? Okay. So Gim, as you're probably aware, our friend here fell into a vat of alcohol as soon as he learned what happened. But
Yeah, no, it was the best time of my life.
I'm sure. Who would have been on guard during like that attack? Like anyone who would have been on front lines and seen more other than protecting?
Oh no, the guards were the first ones killed. That's how they got in. No, the folks who did most of the cleaning up were from Brenian down larger armor, you know?
Okay.
Capital.
Good. Good to know.
So, I guess part of this prophecy, sort of, or whatever you would call it, it said the master took but never killed. And that line right there makes me think that there was maybe someone in charge of this raid that may have may know more. But the thing is, I don't know who this so-called master could be.
Was this army in the habit of taking hostages or taking prisoners or slaves, uncouth as it may be? Is this common practice for this sort of raiding party?
Yeah, sometimes they take someone with them. People they thought would be useful. Gaius, you were in the military. You know what a quartermaster is.
Mm-hmm.
Person in charge of provisions for the army.
Mm-hmm. So I get what you're saying, but the term master is still very
Quartermaster.
It makes sense now that you say it.
He rolled a 20 on his intelligence check, just so you know.
Oh shit! That's why he was like, "Hey, dude, you dumb." See with
Yeah, no. So I don't know what this prophecy is, but what you're saying is the master took but never killed. If they were meant to kill, they were Valerians, right? But instead of killing, they took.
Mm-hmm. So that makes a lot of sense.
Does this mean they were not Valerians, or is...
No, it's just saying that they were the Valerians. It took them.
Hmm.
If they were taken.
And they went to Brunian.
No, they probably got run off. They've never made it to Brunian.
Yeah, they...
Listen, okay, so I don't know where y'all from. Guys here can tell you. The Halcyons, Valerians, we do a song and dance every couple of years. One of them tries to take the other one's capital, and they get run off, so we go back across the bay and do the same thing, and then we fight back. It's just back and forth fighting. As soon as someone new gets into power, they feel like they got to prove themselves, and we're each other's punching bag, if you will.
Yeah, basically. So this whole time I've been thinking it was maybe a leader of some sort, but now that you put quartermaster in, it makes sense for someone who's in charge of provisions to be in charge of this sort of situation. That makes sense.
Was there more to your prophecy thing?
I can't remember all the words. I'm gonna have to look it up real quick.
The path to peace through blood
The
respilled.
path to peace through blood refilled. That's the rest of it.
Yeah, well, so it's the Valerians then. So obviously. Who did you use to kill, guys?
Obviously the Valerians.
Oh, you must have drank your brain cells away. Which I'm not complaining about, the way, but my kid's a little bit still.
God damn.
He's been through a lot.
It's
Back
just,
then and
Yeah, no, that's
recently.
true.
you know, the memories of all that are fuzzy, and I was pretty sure that they were dead, so I never thought to ask these kinds of questions, you know?
That's fair. Trauma will do that to you, too. So, it sounds like you need to be looking in Valeris.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like to me as well.
Well, let's drink this and maybe one more round and go from there.
As long as you make that 5 more rounds, I'm perfectly happy with this plan.
Vita will do what Vita wants.
I can drink 5
For
rounds.
everyone.
Yeah, probably
For
for everyone.
everyone.
But I'm gonna have to. being here brings back some memories of back then, and I think I'm gonna drinking.
Memories.
Yeah, well, look how far you've come. You used to sit out front while we were closed, begging for copper. Now you've got all this shiny armor. You got another arm. That's progress, right?
I
Something worth
guess.
celebrating.
If you count all the curses I've been under since leaving.
What curses?
Ah,
Oh, new arm.
everybody's
result
been
of the
Vita was born cursed.
new arm was
Say this full toothy smile.
okay. Listen, new arm is from a curse. I picked up a sword I shouldn't have. It was cursed. I got hit with something else at some point. It's been a
Dude,
lot
that's
of
like
cursing and not
3 curses. 3.
Yeah,
You need a curse
you could
jar.
probably still get a PG-13 rating with that many curses.
You're allowed one
God.
F word.
Yeah, you can get 1 big curse still.
Oh well.
Fuck.
Mhm.
But I think you get 0 C words.
We're talking about
Well,
cunt.
the second one. I think you say that one and it's automatically R.
Ah. Yeah, well. Sounds
Yeah.
like a rule made up by a cunt.
Vita's in front of me.
What is this weird meta conversation?
We're on like round 4 at
Where
this
have
point.
you been, Rob/Gaius? This is just. This is
This
This
is
is
par
an
for the
Almora
course.
Yeah.
It makes
To use
lot
a
of
term that is used by a sport that shouldn't exist because it takes up too much property.
sense. One quick question. You wouldn't happen to know the quartermaster's name who stopped by for a chat, as it were.
Probably cunt.
Ah.
You know, we didn't have a sign-in sheet when they invaded
I
our.
was just wondering if somebody had
Yeah.
overheard something, just being in hiding or something. Yeah, we'll fuck it. We'll head on over to former enemy territory and make enemies. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo.
So
Fuck yeah.
Vita has, I think it's once a day.
Multivitamins.
No. Vita has the ability to contact another plane and talk to Muangata. What if Vita talked to Muangata and asked Muangata to help them as a liaison talk to the dead of this area?
That just sounds. That just
Backdoor
sounds like a.
necromancy?
That just sounds like a multivitamin, man. You use it and boost your brain. Let you learn things, know stuff.
Fine, Red. Yes, Vita is going to take multivitamin.
Once a day.
Necromantic
lizard.
multivitamin.
Do we even know?
You have to make sure it's got those omega-3 fatty acids and ginkgo biloba, though. Otherwise, it's not. I'm sorry, biloba. Otherwise, it's not going to do shit for your brain.
Gecko.
Wait. Are we talking about
Yeah,
Gecko
you're
Balboa, the film that was supposed to be? It was a remake of Rocky,
Yeah,
but it
Gecko
was
Balboa.
completely comprised of geckos. Yeah, Gecko Balboa.
Yeah, the Geico gecko. Yeah.
That is not a thing.
You're remuted, Dana. I don't know if you were trying to yell at us for saying vitamin things. You were unmuted, then you muted yourself again.
Try again.
She's angry
Try it
because we
again.
said ginkgo.
There we go.
biloba.
Go. Come on.
There you go.
Gecko biloba.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Are you mad? Are you mad because there's a movie called Gecko Balboa that I just made up?
No, like every time I tried to fucking unmute my mic, it fucking would unmute and then mute again. And oh my god. So okay, if I bring somebody back from the dead, like to ask them questions, will they know anything?
It depends on what they knew in life. Are you talking about speak with dead?
Yeah.
Oh, we could do that.
We got a
Depends on what they knew
cleric.
in life.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
Oh hell
You
yeah!
can
Okay.
clear
Yeah, they don't.
stuff.
They don't know anything that they didn't know in life.
Okay.
What if we went to talk to guards? The dead guards that died initially. They were the first to experience it. Would that be a good place to start?
And
Hmm.
yes, also anything dead on the other side. So a dead Valerian
I
would be helpful. They might not talk.
Oh.
I think
Might not
that
talk.
they died
Might have to rough 'em up.
elsewhere.
I've heard
Not sure
I've
that
heard
any
the ones in the
back would.
capital like to call themselves Voleresians. They're like,
If they call themselves that, that's all
yeah,
the more
they're like
reason we should kill them.
cosmopolitan or some shit. Hey, we gotta follow.
Hey!
Thanks for the
Yay!
follow, Anthony.
Hello, new person!
Yeah.
Woo!
Please don't be a
Hell
bot.
yeah.
Be real. You don't have to say anything.
Or be a bot as long as you don't do shitty things. I don't care.
Fuck it. Just makes us look good.
Yeah, just make us look
Yeah.
good. We're cool.
The guys would know fairly well at this point. There would be Valerians buried outside of town in a mass grave, the ones that fell and were left behind.
Vita
There's a lot
thinks
of
we
mass
should
graves.
start there and simply ask, like, pretend to be like a soldier and say, "At attention, soldier, who is commanding officer?" Do a bluff check, essentially.
So, the
You
last
should probably
time
ask them.
we did something like this was with Theseus, and I can't remember if that went well.
Well, we have done it now, so, and we are smarter and wiser, so why not give it shots?
We could dress
Oh,
up
yes,
again.
yes.
I don't. It.
Last
guys.
time this involved you guys beating me up voluntarily, but
Oh
You
yeah.
don't have to do that
Yeah,
this
yeah,
time.
I remember
No
that.
beating up rhythm.
I appreciate
Awesome.
that. I would really
That's fun
hope
for me.
not. But didn't that not go well?
I think it went well. We did find the name of our
Dude got away.
would-be saboteur in Beacon.
That halfling son of a bitch
Be right
got
back.
away.
Bye.
Okay.
Fucker.
Oh no,
Okay.
our cleric went. Shit.
I mean,
I mean,
It's okay, sure.
I'm all for speaking with the dead. I just don't know if like faking being on their side is what they want. Also, wouldn't they? Do they know that they're dead when we do speak with dead?
Not
No.
No.
usually.
Especially, Vito would think, depending upon the death, if it was in battle, perhaps they would be a little more cognizant.
Let's see. But let me see if I'm
All I remember, and that Burger King came out with that rodeo bacon cheeseburger
That one scene with Bud.
in conjunction with the movie.
I don't
my life at least. It was I had a Stretch Armstrong. Hanson was on the radio. Guys, this was
Bop.
peak time of my life.
When did that movie come out?
1997.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I thought the youngest Hanson kid was a girl, and I was having feelings because I was real attracted, and I didn't understand why, and I didn't know what lesbians were at the time.
Yeah.
Checks out.
I think it's
I thought
the middle one, the main singer dude, everybody thought was a girl for a while, but
I thought they all were girls, and I was also very confused, but went down a different path.
I mean,
I was like,
the oldest one is definitely
A girl.
a guy. Like I always was. I was never confused about that point.
and no way.
I lived in York, South Carolina. I had seen some very masked ladies.
That makes sense.
That wasn't as
Ain't
confusing.
no shame in being butch.
I'd seen some women who could probably kick all of our asses while taking a smoke break, kind of thing.
Booyah. Booyah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, I guess women could just do that. That's cool. Moved on, and then so Hanson was more confusing. So I'm like,
And
oh,
the whole time she's kicking
all right,
our
well.
asses, she can't even catch her breath. She's just, and we're still getting our asses beat.
Yeah. Yes.
What,
No, you're thinking of,
mesothelioma, is that a
you're
lung
thinking of,
disease?
It is a lung disease
Yeah.
from asbestos.
No, you're thinking of, what's the one from smoking?
Yeah.
Cancer.
Yeah.
Brian.
I know what he's talking about.
Emphysema.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Emphysema?
Yeah.
Emphysema.
There it is. Thank you, Dana.
Lean cuisine.
I mean, it probably could be related because they probably did eat a lot of lean cuisines while smoking and getting emphysema.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was another thing of
There
the
was
like
definitely
late '90s, early '20s. Lean cuisine kind of just blew the fuck up.
There's definitely
Hell
asbestos
yeah.
in that shit. Come on.
That's where all the flavor comes from.
No.
What
Yeah.
flavor?
Yeah.
What does asbestos taste like?
My backup was it's John
Fuck
Cena, by
around
the way.
and find out. No, don't do that.
Man, here's the thing. I've got all these
Please don't do
photos, and I'm so happy that I have all of them because John Cena's in every
Look
single
at
one
this
of them.
graph. That's true. Yeah.
Isn't he a superhero
Yes.
now? Or am I
He
hallucinating?
always was.
What? John Cena? What?
Yes.
He
I thought-
plays
I
a
thought he was-
superhero in Suicide Squad and now a spinoff.
Yes.
But also, he
Yes.
was always a hero. Also, you cannot see him, which is why he's in all of Robbie's photographs. This was packaged worse than fucking Oreos.
I hate all of this, really.
I mean, since we've already derailed this far, I guess we should wish Rob a happy birthday.
Hey!
Happy birthday, Rob.
Happy birthday!
I almost made
2
it through
days
this
ago.
one. I
You
thought
did right.
everybody's gonna feel sorry for me, be like, hey, you
No, I
feel
was
good.
eating.
He probably on his
Rob,
birthday.
Listen to me, you piece of shit. We will never feel sorry enough for you to not celebrate your birthday. I will come down there with a fucking cake, and I will eat it with you, and we will have a good fucking time, Robert.
God damn it, on your birthday.
It is aggressively
Happy
my birthday.
motherfucking birthday, Rob.
Yeah, it's aggressively my birthday today.
You
Good.
piece of shit.
It's always aggressively your birthday, Rob. This is your fate.
I hate everything. Let me cry now.
Cry tears of joy.
Yeah, no,
Because you're so
you
loved
should
on your
be
birthday.
very, very concerned when the day comes that we forget your birthday. That's when
Something
you call the
dark
wellness
day.
checks in.
Grim dark time.
something bad has happened.
Something very,
Yeah,
very bad
we are
has
not
happened.
okay.
If we forget,
I don't
to
even
wish
think
you a
another
happy
9/11
birthday.
could stop us. It would have to be worse than 9/11. Because I could see Robbie or I being like, "Man, I'm sorry this happened on your
I
birthday,
know,
dude. That
right?
sucks." Like, I don't know what will stop us.
Have you guys met me? Nothing
It's the
Nothing
only train
will
we
stop
can't
me.
derail.
Here's the thing. The day Rob dies, I'm gonna be like, damn, sucks it happened on his birthday.
God!
That ain't right. That ain't right. I don't know.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And Rob will
This-
roll
this-
in his grave. Sit bolt upright and be like, "You motherfucker."
That's gonna be the epitaph.
Hang on. No,
on
here's the
headstone.
thing.
It's
When
you motherfucker.
It's gonna say born, fucked, died, happy birthday.
and at his funeral, I want to be a pallbearer, and as we're walking him out, I'm just gonna start going, "Happy birthday to you." And slowly, the entire congregation will.
Actually, I think I'd be
Feel
okay
the
with
love,
that.
Rob. Feel the love.
Yes.
We're gonna do Dia's birthday. Dia's birthday. We're gonna throw birthday into an
Hell
entire
yeah.
Mozart requiem.
How do we do it with the Kyrie? That would be because that's the badass one. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
But
We'll
once
make that
again,
happen.
Rob,
We'll make
how are
that
we
happen.
finding these? We keep trying to find his kids, and then we keep not finding his kids.
No, we are going to go talk to dead people. Dead people in mass grave outside the village. That is plan, yes?
Not the big one, the little one.
Right, yes, of course.
Y'all ever hear what a potter's field is? Okay.
What? What?
Dear bartender, where did you bury horrible invader soldiers died and did not get away?
Oh, which time?
Oh, about the time that Gaius
Oh yeah,
is-
no, shit.
That is unfortunate to
Wait,
respond.
what do you mean
as
which
an aside.
time?
That's
How many
sad.
times did it happen?
Every couple of years, they have a little skirmish here and there. Not always here. It's just sometimes around town.
Okay.
It's
People die every
usually
time.
the guys who kept going after they already got their asses kicked earlier on.
Gaius. Did any
Yes.
of your kids' friends, like other kids, did anyone else go missing and be presumed dead? When,
this is good
like,
question.
was it just your kids? Did anyone else, like, kids go missing and there was presumed
Whose
dead?
family?
This is a very good question. I never thought to ask.
Turn
Bartender
around
friend,
and walk back into the
this
bar.
question.
Yeah, what?
Did anyone else lose family members in similar way to Gaius at the
Oh
time?
yeah,
Were
no,
children stolen?
yeah. So like, that's what happens every time. They just like start killing people.
Wait, has there ever been an instance specifically of stealing children?
Oh, well, if it seems like they might be useful and might be able to have them tend to some animals or cook something for them or something like that. Yeah, sometimes.
Did any other children go missing that time? Or, like, were other children presumed dead that time?
Yeah, none come to
Okay.
mind, but doesn't mean
But
they didn't.
children
Is there
will go missing after these fights and be presumed dead?
Yeah, every now and then. Yeah, look, you kill someone's mother, and then you see the kids are going to be orphaned, and you're like, well, I could use a couple of those kids to do manual labor or something. You take them.
How many times have you done that?
I run a bar. I don't do that at all.
Are you sure?
There's no
Sound-
Cosette sitting there
Yeah.
singing, sweeping in a corner.
You sound awfully certain of how this goes.
Nobody, no sad child is singing in a corner. Okay, cool. Good. Great. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
trying to remember a time.
Possible other missing children. Cool. This is getting interesting.
Let's just, it's kind of you just take people and put them to work sometimes.
Oh, slave labor. Fun,
yeah.
tasty, delightful.
They call it assimilation.
So fancy slave
Yes.
labor.
Yeah,
Great.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Vita still judges.
If you guys ever read that, there's a series of novels about a drow. He's from a place called Zenzo Branzaron, and he goes and yeah.
Bless you.
And he ends up going to a place called like Frozen Air Dale, and he's like, "Hey, we're going to fight against the barbarians," and then one of them's actually a good guy, but they're making work for him for a few years just to make sure he's not going to kill everybody. It's a whole thing.
I am unfamiliar with the reference that you're making a parody of.
We're talking about Bitchbo Bourbon or something.
Out of character, I think he's referencing Driz Do-Erden.
Yeah.
Do-Erden.
Yes.
Right? Great story. I read the first book. It's amazing.
In the fourth book, there's actually a war. It's how they meet Wolfgar. There's a war. There's a young Wolfgar shows a lot of promise. Bruenor says, "All right, I'm keeping you. You're staying with me because I'm not letting you because you're fucking powerful. And you're gonna kill people if I don't. But like, I'm also gonna let you like learn our trade and become one of us because you seem like a good guy. But also, we're keeping an eye on you. It's this weird exchange student type thing.
I mean, it's very much
Community
like
ward,
what
essentially.
the Vikings did, where they would take people, and after a certain period of time, if they were useful, they could gain their freedom, and then they were free Vikings. It's just based off of that.
So slavery light, I guess.
Also, this myth I heard of a place called England.
England? That does not sound
I know.
familiar.
They could have thought of a better name.
Land of Ings.
What is an ing?
Well, it actually used to be a land of the last Airbenders, but they kept mispronouncing it. So. Anglo.
Anglo-Saxon. There you go. There.
Oh shit!
I got it. I understood where words came from.
I'm glad
we are full of foolishness tonight, and I'm here for it.
There any?
So anyway, so every now and then he's taking.
It is a full moon tonight, so I'm pretty sure it was either yesterday or today.
Nice. Love it.
I don't see no moon. Anyway. Let's
go talk to dead people. Vita grabs a to-go drink from the bar to offer to the dead before they do their thing. It is nice to come bringing gifts.
All right, so you go out to where you're pointed to. Who has a shovel in their inventory?
Nope, just a lot of.
I might.
Checks out.
And tape.
I feel like I might.
Vita looks around the back of the bar to see if there is a shovel just sitting by.
Roll a perception check.
Great.
I only have a crowbar and a hammer.
Oh, you know what? Wait, guys, I'm pretty sure I can do this thing.
Nat 20!
Wait a second.
I could draw one.
Oh my god, you could! I said a nat 20, but I don't know.
I've got it. Don't waste your materials. I know what Allie's doing, and there's a great way to tie in this natural 20.
Great.
Just a second. I'm seeing which one will work better.
That sounds like Sir Digby Chicken Caesar. Da, 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 da.
See, Sarah? I told Sarah that you loved the fact that he sings his own theme song.
Yeah, man, that's...
Oh.
See if my pension from the Foreign Office has come in.
What level are we right now?
And how to get your nonce for a
wish there
$5.
were- I wish there were-
We're level 9.
Oh, I'm
Okay.
level 9.
Oh, nice.
Tilly is back there launching an investigation of the stairs that makes no sense to me, but she is fucking on it. She's just been sniffing the same spot for 10 minutes.
She's-
Like,
She's on the case.
I don't know what happened there, but it's funny.
She smells
What
a
are you
ghost.
doing?
Okay.
What are you doing? Did I stop? I'm
74
sorry.
years
Are
ago,
you-
a person died in this
Did I
spot.
insult you? Are you good?
Hmm.
She came running. You're good. You're alright.
She's very happy to, like, she gets awake, and I'm not usually, like, here around this time, so she's very excited that I'm here when she's
Okay.
awake and hyper.
Where are you?
Tell us.
What is your... That's a 30 foot. This is... Okay. I am going to once we don't need a shovel, let's just go to the burial grounds.
Okay,
And
so
Okay.
Vita ignores that completely, goes and finds a shovel,
Yes.
like in a whole pile of other tools, immediately finds it, and skips their way back behind you guys.
Ah!
once we get there, I'll look at Vita with their shovel and be like, I hate to do this to you. But then I wild shape into an earth elemental and just start burrowing and displacing earth.
Vita will make hole over here, and Vita goes over.
So I'm just an earth elemental and I sink into the ground like 20 feet or so and just like displace it as I move like serpentining through.
Okay.
And then after I go far enough and start seeing bodies, I'll stop. But I'm
Yeah.
gonna look at myself and be like, shrug. I'm gonna go make a crotch circle next to us.
Okay.
Why the fuck
Yay.
not? I'm able to be this for 4
You're-
hours, okay?
If somehow somebody can convince, Gim, it'd be funny.
I hear Gaius say that, and I make the center of the crop circle like vaguely Fang-esque.
Okay. So they would have burned most of the bodies, so you're finding like charred remains, but you do find an intact skull. You're able to carry that back up to the surface with you pretty easily. Where Vita is aggressively digging a hole.
Alas. Alas, I knew him well, Horatio. Sorry, I had
It's
to.
You have
required.
to do it every time there's a skull. They just got to do it.
I'm very proud.
Yes. Yeah, it's important.
Important.
Okay, you have a skull.
Yay!
Well,
Now what?
I guess we need to bring this one to life.
The
Does it
name's
still have a
Taggart!
mouth?
It's a skull.
Okay. Well, like, I mean, it has a mandible. Because it has to.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Okay.
will explain to you how this works when you cast the spell. I know it's a
Okay,
weird
I was
order
just
of going.
reading it.
I know.
No, I was reading it, so I was just making sure.
I got you. It's all good.
Okay.
Vita is keeping shovel,
Yeah.
by the way. Vita's shovel now.
So, I do what I can flavor-wise to keep cleric spells in line with their deity. Because Dane is a zealot or a cleric of Erdir, the god responsible for order, the sun, all that stuff. As Dane casts the spell, flames kind of come in and envelop the skull, and kind of it takes on. The flames take on like a weird nerve formation, like you see flames moving in and out of places where things need to be attached, and it holds this skull together.
That is very cool to look at. Anyway.
Imagery. Okay.
Hey, what up? What are you doing? Can you hear us?
He is waiting to speak to Dane.
Oh.
Because
It's your
Yeah,
That's
you
how
remember
the
from
spell
when
works.
Theseus would do this? He had to be the one to ask the questions.
Okay. All right.
Wait.
So, Gaius, you real quick. What do you want me to ask?
Who was your quartermaster?
Okay. Okay, so I cast the spell, flames, all that stuff.
Yep.
So, hi, I'm sorry that we woke you up from your death slumber, but we need to know who your quartermaster was when you were alive.
Hang on just a second, because I don't know.
Oh, good.
What?
Also, Vita has beer for you whenever. And Vita slides the walk me on to Dane, to hand to dead person.
Okay. What is it?
To pour. It's just a beer.
Oh, okay, yeah, good. I need that.
I.
I have water beer.
Sorry, go ahead, Sarah.
I have water beer.
Oh yeah, give him the.
If you
Do
need
it. Just do it. Come on. Just get it.
Here's some
Just
water
get
beer
it out of
too.
here.
Slides it to the skull.
Okay.
Pretty sure he doesn't want that. But, I just want you to get rid of it.
That's fair.
You know what? Fuck this. I'm adding shovel to my inventory. Gotta hold that 20 on this. I'm keeping it.
Okay. The quartermaster, you hear in like a weird garbled through flame voice that I cannot recreate because I'm not actually dead or magical. His name was Symas. Symas.
S. Because it's an ass.
Is there anything else you want to ask, Gaius?
We have
3
questions, I think.
I think it's 3.
5.
Oh,
Yeah,
5.
5.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
How do I ask, what city or what place he was formerly located? Where can I find him at their normal? What is...
Where did you come from? Where were you
Where
going?
did you come from, Cotton Eye Joe?
I was thinking how to translate that into the question, yeah.
Basically, I'm wondering, where this quartermaster was located previously.
Like when he died, or like where he actually came from?
I don't know how their armies work because I'm dumb. But
let's start with that.
Where did their unit come from? Probably a better way of asking that.
Okay.
Delcia.
So
Spell that out for Sura?
Delsia. It's the capital of Valeris.
Oh.
Oh
I
shit.
guess we're gonna have to fuck shit up.
That's where their unit is out of.
Well, it's been years since then, so.
Because that's where all units are out of.
Oh.
You would know that as someone who's fought the Valerians a lot.
So they come from the capital. All of them come from the capital? What?
It's where the units come from.
Okay. Hey, somebody figure out where this guy is.
You have 3 questions left.
yeah.
Did we ask who the
Yes.
quartermaster was?
Simus.
Okay, Simus.
Where can we find Simus? Where is he? Where
Like
is he
his
from? Like, where is he from? Maybe we can head there to that place. And...
So you just want me to ask him where he was from? Like, where was he born?
Yeah, like, where is he?
Where
is his
would we
home?
find Silas? I'm not able to say that I am an earth elemental. Grrr.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're like, where does...
Where is
Simus-
Simus's final resting place?
Where does Simus live? Where does he call home? Or whatever that...
Is he dead or alive?
He's a lot.
You guys have
Yeah.
posed about 6 questions. I need you to land on
Is
one.
that all?
Also, remember, and this is just because we said this already, not Rhythm saying this, but remember he only can respond to what he knew in life.
Right.
Yeah, so I wonder if you ever knew, like, where Simus came from. From whence does Simus hail?
Is that where you're going to go with that, Donnie?
Yeah.
Okay. He was from Adewald.
Adewold.
There.
Adewold.
ALD, but yes.
A. Yeah.
I was close.
So should we ask like where Simus said he wanted to go after the war was over or after the battle was over?
Oh, here's a good question.
Okay.
Where do you normally take people who you've captured?
Okay, so we'll say, do you remember where the prisoners were taken after they were captured?
Where the prisoners usually go.
Yeah.
So, because I can't ask him what he doesn't know because he died. He
Right.
didn't know the aftermath of the battle.
They get taken on as wards.
So, I guess I assume that the quartermaster is their ward. At least that's what I'm going to assume here. We'll have to find out more information when we get there.
They are his wards.
Yeah.
So we are going to need to go to Valeris and hunt down this Simus person. Does Vita understand this correctly?
That's the plan.
What other questions should we... How many
We
more
have one.
questions do we have for that? One more question.
Anyone else?
Okay.
Anyone else knows what else to ask? I got the information I want.
What was...
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Vita supposes it's silly to ask what purpose of raid was because that seems fairly obvious. But Vita does not want to give up question.
If they were taken on as wards, are they integrated into society then, or are they kept as, like, I guess, separate citizens, like, or I guess slaves? Are they transitioned into society and become Valerians?
Yes.
Okay, well, shit. Then we're fucked. Then we're never gonna find them.
Not necessarily. If we can find Simus, we can at least. That's one more lead.
Fuck. Where
Also,
does Simus live?
We've asked
Yes,
him
where he's
questions.
from.
We don't know. We can't ask him where he lives currently because this guy didn't know when. Because he's dead.
Where did he live
We already
before?
asked.
Yeah, we got that.
I mean, I know Adewald.
I'm
That was
going
where
to use the
he's
litter
from,
box again.
But
Agonize over this last question.
right.
Okay. Agonize.
You're
Put that
not.
cat.
He's not.
Agony.
There is a cat.
Such that cuts like a knife.
Such a good play.
Oh, so good. Chris Pine as one of the princes.
I just
Wow.
the only thing.
So funny.
I mean, there were a lot of things about the movie I didn't like, but the only thing I really wish was that they didn't A, shorten that song, and B, cut the reprise.
I know.
The only good thing
I know.
Chris Pine ever did was that vine that guy made.
Don't.
No, the one where he's like, what, hey, ask me what kind of, I don't want to, what kind of tree is it, Farley? And there's a picture of Chris Pine on the Christmas tree.
I remember that. There you go. There you go. Isn't it weird that, like, did Shia LaBeouf do his just do it thing? Did he do that in response to Chris Pine? Or was it just a coincidence that he did that and Chris Pine did a thing that was also supposed to be inspirational?
I think it was just coincidence.
Shia LaBeouf just seems like a
He's a weird
squirrely
dude.
He's a
I'd
squirrely
hang out with
guy.
him, but I feel like he'd punch me. Like, out of nowhere.
I don't know, man.
Just out of nowhere, just punch me. And I'm like, dude, what?
He's like the anti-Michael Cera.
Kinda, yeah.
My God,
If they got into a fight, it would be amazing.
I don't know what to do with this information.
Shia LaBeouf and Michael Cera in one room. I can't. Would they fight to the death? I don't know.
I feel like Shia LaBeouf and Michael Cera in one room are basically fraternal twins, where one kind of sucked up all the good, sucked up all the.
Instead of killing the twin, they just sucked up all of the positivity.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You've walked into utter
Shia
chaos,
LaBeouf, if you ever
as
see this,
should be
I don't know
expected.
you. I'm just fully riffing. I'm not. No shade. Respect to Michael Cera and his success. He is not for me.
Don't let Charlie hear you say that.
Charlie loves Michael Cera. Charlie loves Michael
Oh,
Cera.
that's weird.
Great. Like I said, he's not for me. It's great that somebody else
I
likes
just
him.
like
the
that
person she
he is
hates.
everything people thought that Shia LaBeouf was. Like, Shia LaBeouf just jumped off the deep end, and Michael Cera's like, I can be the weird, nice nerd now.
That I always play in every movie.
Yeah.
Because he's not playing.
He plays himself.
Shit.
No.
Except in
Type
Scott Pilgrim.
ass.
I guess he's playing because everybody.
He
Scott
is Scott
Pilgrim is a
Pilgrim.
terrible person, and so is the person he's trying to get with. They're both terrible, but they make one not so terrible together. But they're probably still terrible. I want to see what happens. Like 30 years.
Wait, how is Ramona
She's
terrible?
toxic
Oh.
as shit, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's very problematic.
Okay.
Yeah. That's
We'll talk about that later.
That's if
yeah.
you've read the graphic novels, it goes a little bit more into it after, because the movie's like just the first graphic novel. I think there's 4 more after that, and it goes into a lot more of like how she's kind of shitty. Anyway, so what's this last question?
Do you like
What's your favorite color? If you could taste any flavor now that you are dead,
I don't want to know.
one more time, what would it be?
Do you know that you're dead? You know that you're dead?
Do you see the light?
I feel like we know more of that question specifically than we do than we do here in the material world. I feel like folks in
He's a material girl.
Never mind. That was good.
It was my turn. I'm sorry. I had to do it.
No. I opened up the window. You had to jump through it.
I did.
Brian, you should never leave us alone.
We can't focus for shit, dude.
Look at him, though. Look at him.
Babushka, what question should we ask the dead person?
It's not babushka because it's not a flower scarf. It needs to be one of those giant flowery silk scarves. Then he would be babushka.
Silk. In Soviet Russia, we do not wear silk. Silk make your ear. It will be cold.
Now we match.
Yeah, it's comfortable, isn't it? It's comforting as well. It's like you're being hugged.
Y'all are cute, and I love it.
It's like you're being hugged just the appropriate amount by something that also warms you. Bear in mind.
Y'all are cute.
Bear in mind that this all happened 16 years ago. Sorry.
Didn't you say it was 13?
13 years ago. Yeah, 13.
Yeah,
This guy died.
Yeah.
Was 16 years ago.
Honestly, I've got
13, sorry.
13.
I got all the information I need here, so unless you guys are really like pressed for a question or you know somehow how to clarify something, we're good. We don't need the last question.
We always need the last question,
Who is your
guys.
daddy?
No.
Who is your daddy?
Okay.
And what does he do?
Who is your daddy?
Is that really a question we want to ask?
Wait, there has to be something else.
Hang on one sec.
I want to ask like if he ever talked about like where he wanted to
We're
settle
asking
after
dead
the
person
war
questions.
or after the battle.
We tried to find out 13 years ago the location of people who died. What's a question that you would ask? Or location of people who were taken of a dead person from
Christine's
the raid.
using the phone a friend feature.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They were part of the invading force.
Yeah.
What? He died, so he like.
We are
Can we just ask like what happened to children that they captured?
Yeah, I think we had answer because like they become wards of the state or wards of the military.
Whoever takes
We
the
were
name.
specific about like
maybe
was it
who
kids or
takes
not, so
on
that's why I just
wards?
wondered like, because would you necessarily treat them the same? Like I know the guy in the bar said what they did.
Because they're trying to assimilate.
Okay.
them.
I have a
Right.
question.
Yeah.
What can you threaten a dead person with?
Oh.
Life.
I'll
reanimate you forever.
I mean, is this a question we can ask him?
Oh.
We don't have.
What could you? Oh, that's a good. Yeah.
Does anybody in the party have an inspiration point pending?
I do.
Nope.
Yes, I do.
Would anyone like to use an inspiration point as get a recommended question here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I will. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll do it.
It would be worth asking if there is a place that folks commonly retire after their military service in Valeris. Because it has been 16 years.
Exactly. There we go.
13.
13.
13.
Yes.
right?
13,
I'm sorry.
13 or 16, Brian. I'm confused. So yes, let us ask the question of where do people typically retire after finishing out military
Okay, where do people
service?
usually retire after finishing their military service?
Opus.
Oh, piss! We wasted our answer.
No, we did not. No, we did not. Vita thinks this is very
Oh,
important.
piss.
So Opeth, want Opeth? Listen to Opeth.
Yeah.
Wait, they retired
Yeah,
at Blackwater Park? It's an Opeth album,
Vita
probably
does
their
not
best
understand
one.
this reference.
Yes.
Oh.
It's pretty good. Everybody should listen to Blackwater Park.
Okay.
Just don't listen to Opeth.
Yeah, OTEP sucks. Opeth is great.
Anyway. Well, now we have all of the information.
Moving right along.
What happens to Skull?
Vita pours the walk me down that Vita got just as a thank you to the dead person, just like kind of rough to where their mouth normally would be.
Anybody else?
Sarah, you gotta. Okay, so here's how the chip clip works. You have to take one side and throw it over the shoulder and clip it on top, otherwise it'll just fall off. I've been engineering this for 3 days, guys. Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. Your blanket matches my eyeshadow, so I'm here for this look right now.
Yeah, it's nice, isn't it?
I got it.
Now your hands are free to, get a drink.
What?
Edward! It's his
Okay.
kitty cat.
Eddie.
Okay. I kicked the skull like a football.
No.
I mean,
Punted
given the
into the
history
field
of
after
Gaius
getting a drink.
and probably whoever's in the skull, that makes sense.
True.
Yeah, no, it's straight
And
up
so
balanced.
here's the
That's
thing:
fair.
a lot of people don't know about this. Gaius actually broke his toes when he did that.
You'll see that in the extended version. Hang on. That was good.
Also,
Oh.
it broke the mandible right off.
Yeah.
Oh shit. No more mandible.
More criminals!
The timing, like I felt it. I felt like
Oh,
it when I
God.
said that it would be funny if somebody made a reference, but the timing of it hit me in a good spot. Like also people don't really know. Like
Just like you hit that
I
skull.
thought he was actually going to say something about me that I didn't know that I should have remembered somehow. But he hit me with it, and it got me. God damn it, Lord of the Rings.
Damn you, Tolkien! You wordy bastard! I love you guys. This is so much fun.
I love you.
This is like this stream has been such a bright point in such a dark couple of years, and I just want to take a quick, sincere moment that I love you, idiots, and you're my favorite people.
Yeah, can you
Well,
believe that, like,
Donna,
2-ish
you are
years
not
ago,
a-
I didn't know any of you guys?
For real.
Aww.
Slancha, love you guys.
Did you say
you.
cilantro?
Yes, cilantro.
Yes,
Weird.
yes, that's what I say when I'm about to take a drink to
Yes.
decurse the booze I'm
Oh, because
drinking.
it tastes like
cleanses
soap,
it,
so it like
exactly.
cleanses it. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Weird. All right, so you now know where Simus
Hi.
probably retired. You know where he is from originally, and you know where his unit was based out of. And Gaius would understand this. This is sort of the Roman style of just outright Hals is the Nordic Skyrim type nation. Valeris is the Roman British type
Cyrodiil.
nation. That's why they're always at war with each other. Yes, it's got the empire feel to it. So the approach for Valerians is that they it's Mastodon. They will take their conscripts from their home to specific training areas in the capital, and everything is based out of the capital. They don't like to let people stay too close to home if they have to put anyone in stations, because it can breed contempt or familiarity or a little bit of both. So
Doesn't familiarity breed contempt?
that's why I said a little bit of
Isn't that
both.
the phrase?
I see.
Hey.
So basically, if you people at home, you might do things that you wouldn't otherwise do, or specifically if you are charged with doing something to, for example, his home, or that kind of thing. They don't want to put people in charge of dealing with familial issues. So anyway, that's why they're all based out of Delcia.
Okay.
Okay, so what next?
We should go to
Let's
that place.
Let's go to War Criminals
Let's go.
Retirement Home. Let's do this.
Yeah. That.
All right, how are you getting there?
All right, where is that place
That
from
is
here?
not on my map. I need an updated map of Polaris.
It's in the Valerian detail map.
I don't know where to find that.
I'm working on
Robbie
it.
probably has it.
Give me a second.
You don't want that to get too low or it'll start sliding down.
You talking about my dick again?
I'm talking about the chip clip.
Hey, buddy, come here. What the baby?
You have to let gravity do some of the work for you.
It's just like out of nowhere you said that. It was like there is no context for any of us, so.
Like 60% of the stream, I'm just watching my girlfriend because I love her and that's who I prefer to look at.
That is.
There,
Yeah.
the map is.
And then you guys talk to me. I'm
The
like,
map is
yeah,
given
I probably
to
should
you.
Run the game.
I will put the map on the stream screen as well. Cause I'm that good.
Edwardian Baxter.
Yeah.
He's tolerating this.
Oh, he loves you. Look at it. He's looking at you like.
He's so happy.
Yeah.
We love you.
Oh, Eddie.
He's very happy.
He's so happy. We love you.
One of my things is to try and figure out a way to put the word Baxter at the end of every cat name. So, for example, Hamlet is Hamiltonian Baxter.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, it's just a thing. So he's Edwardian Baxter now.
I just don't.
Hondonian?
He does have a very dignified air about him.
Yeah, Hondolian Baxter. Is how I
Opus
would
is
do
at
that.
the mouth of the river.
Mm-hmm.
In the north central, on the eastern coast, where the two rivers come together. In case you're wondering.
Ophilaria Baxter.
Hamilton.
No, it's Ophelia.
Okay.
I said Ophilarian.
Behind you.
Oh.
Here's Hamiltonian Baxter.
Hamiltonian? Papa, you must notice me, Papa.
I love what
I'm here.
Every
They're
time
both here.
we see Stella, we just turn him into a Victorian child. Oh, that's Hamlet.
Oh, that's Hamlet.
Well, we
I
do
don't
it
know
for
where that
both.
was. Yeah.
I think it's all cats, really. They turn into a Victorian waif. I don't know why, but it entertains me, so I do it.
So I guess we're taking a ship.
All right, so how are you guys getting to
Opus?
Opus?
Or we want to walk through?
Shall we try to contact Cog? Vita does not
Yeah,
want to
I
walk.
would recommend against walking, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Don't think that would work too well.
Me too.
Feel like getting over the canal might be a problem. I
legs are
feel like
short.
there are people there, maybe.
So, it's worth looking at your geography, though, and remembering where Cog last was.
Oh,
You're going to
right.
spend a shit ton of time waiting on him just to get around into the bay. Yeah.
So should we charter ship?
I ever been near there? Could I roll like a history if in my travels I made my way?
Roll a D100, and the DC is going to be extremely high.
Do I know?
Thank you!
Confess.
Bless you!
No, you. Oh, the mind melt is happening.
Brian.
Mm-hmm.
D100s.
Mm-hmm.
Double digit, I rolled a 10. Single digit, I
That's
rolled
100.
a 0. Is that a 10 or a 100?
It's a
Okay,
100.
I rolled a 100.
No, wait, no. No,
Oh.
because you have a 0-0 on your D100 as well, don't you?
I don't know.
000 is 100 on a D100.
No, because
or
if
on
you have a
D100.
10 on your D10, then that means you just have a 1. The 10 and the 0 are the same.
This is
Okay.
This is the eternal question.
Here's the thing: if you
of
roll
what
a 1,
actually
if you
is
roll
100 on a
if you
D100.
roll double zeros and any digit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, it's a single digit. If you roll a double 0 and a 0, it's 100. That's the and if she has a 10-sided die and she has a number 10 on her die, she cannot have a 0 on her die. That means that it would function as the 0. The 10 functions as the 0.
No, the 10 functions as
0
the
up to 9.
So what did you roll?
Because I have a 00 and a 10 on my double digit.
That would be you.
Did you roll 000 or 100?
I rolled a 10 and a 0.
How do you?
Okay, so that's a 10.
So
That's
how do you roll it? If you have a 0 and a 10, it's not a 10-sided die. That's 11 sides.
A 10 on the 100-sider.
Yeah.
On the percentile dice.
On the double digit, the 10 counts as the 1.
This.
So wait, so
Because it's 00, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, yada yada, up to 90.
You see
Right.
that, Robbie? That's the 10th percentile.
okay, so she rolled. Okay,
yeah.
okay, I got it now.
So that's the
You
percentile
got a
plus
10
the
on
D10.
on your decade dice.
Percentile.
Gotcha.
Percentile. And a 0
Single.
on my...
Yeah.
So it's a 10.
Okay.
Correct. If it had been 000, that's a 100.
Okay, that's what I thought, but I'm always confused because...
There are people on TikTok I've seen who are having this debate, and they're fucking wrong because it creates 2-1. What does the 000 do? Someone said, "Oh, well, that's just a 0." Then it's a 101. You just added an additional integer. To
Yeah,
it.
if a 0 and a 0 is a 0, then you can never roll 100.
Exactly. Well, they're saying that your 10 and 0 become a 100, but then you take away an integer from that. There's just one you can't roll. It's
that's
weird.
stupid.
I don't know who the fuck.
That's stupid.
Some kids, fucking illiterate kids.
You mean dyscalculic?
You're
Okay.
A 100-sided die
having
has
a stroke,
numbers
or
from
did I
1
hear that
to
right?
100. If it was 0 to 100, it would technically be 101 sides. Yes.
Because 0 counts as one of the places.
Oh, but Dalmatian style.
Mm-hmm.
My brain hurts.
So anyway, no, you have never been there, Rhythm.
Oh, guess we're going to Oh god, this is gonna take so long. It's gonna take so long to get there.
Another stop on world traveling adventure? Hooray!
I mean, we are. I don't like it.
We promised Alias we wouldn't call
Does
him.
anyone
We
want
don't.
a polymorph?
We either call and wait for Cog, or do I?
Polymorph?
Polymorph?
I can't take every. Or
Polymorph
how
wild
long
shape?
can you stay polymorphed for?
Oh, one sec. I had this in brain and then it left the minute Rhythm asked question.
I want to
think
say it's an hour for you.
I do 2. I can't cast it at a higher level.
Yes, you can.
I can. Concentration up to 1 hour.
Oh, an hour.
Okay, so
Okay. So any spell that you have a higher spell slot for, you can replace the lower spell into the higher spell slot.
I have 1 5th level spell slot that I could potentially do that in, but I don't know if it will extend the spell time.
It probably won't unless it says
doesn't unless
something
it
on
says.
there. It just means that you could do it more than once.
Word. Okay. Yeah, there's no
At higher level
language
description.
about.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no language at a higher level.
Okay,
description.
so it wouldn't give you extra time. It would just give you another instance of doing it. So.
Well, I have 3 4th level spell slots, so I could technically bam, bam, bam do polymorph 3 times.
A 4th time. If you have 3 4th level slots, you could do it in the 3 as well as 1 in the 5th.
Yeah, so you could do it a total
you're
of
right.
4
So you
times.
get 4 times.
Yeah, Vita will be very tired after that. But yeah.
Okay.
Also, don't get the attention of Deore, who might be flying around as a dragon.
So Vita will turn someone into Dragon Turtle, and we will sail across ocean.
Jesus
volunteer
Christ!
to be
I
Dragon
feel
Turtle.
like you tried to drown yourself.
Google, I know I live in Cleveland, but if I'm doing D&D shit, you should realize that when I search for a giant eagle, I'm not searching for our grocery store.
Giant eagle.
Giant
eagle. Thank you. Should have taken them immediately to
Oh,
war.
shit.
Okay.
Look, I'm just saying.
Look, man, all I'm saying is Twilight built a better world than Tolkien.
Woo! Shots fired.
No. No.
Robbie.
No.
He knows where you
Look,
live.
no.
Robbie.
No. Look, no.
Look,
no.
all I'm saying is facts
no.
don't care about your
He's trying to
feelings.
get
So.
Yeah, all I'm saying is that is not a fact. That is in fact a feeling.
Okay.
I like vampires that sparkle
it.
as much as the next person,
I
but
hate it.
See, Rob, that's where you messed up. You're getting emotional about this.
yeah.
It doesn't make sense. She used Google.
Okay,
That
so
means it's a
my
real vampire
recommendation would probably be trying to keep us all on ground for travel, like in the water, because if we're flying and Vita loses track of time, or whoever they polymorph loses track of time, then everyone's just gonna like fall. We also might not have places to land regularly, but if we do water, then it's more likely that we'll like be able to find land, or like we'd be on the ground or already in the water.
I'm scared of this plan, I have to say.
So, Vita, what are what's the parameters for what you can polymorph someone into? Are there any restrictions or like CR level maxes or?
Chubby pony.
I mean,
Chubby pony. Chubby pony.
it transforms to a creature. Transforms a creature you can see within range into a new form. That's it.
Okay.
Chubby pony.
Can kind of do whatever.
Chubby
Just
pony.
as new form, it doesn't say it has to be like a creature or. Basically, I'm wondering if I turn into a water elemental and thus you have seen a water elemental, if we could all just like be if whoever you polymorph as well as I could be water elementals and just floof us through the water.
The new form can be any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level if
Okay, any
it doesn't
beast.
have a challenge rating.
So
I don't. Where are you seeing that? I didn't see anything so challenge rating. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right.
It's in the description. Yeah. The target's game statistics, including mental abilities. Blah, 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 blah.
okay.
Yeah.
So you couldn't be elemental, because elementals are not beasts. If it specifically says beast, it has to be like.
Here's the thing. I've seen in other gameplay people being polymorphed into a
Yeah,
boot.
that
so
comes down to like DM. So
I might do that at some point and see if Brian will let me.
Hey, Brian. Can
Yeah.
Christine be a boot?
what's the CR restriction? Christine,
Yeah.
what's the CR restriction?
Less than the target's or the target's level, equal to or less than the target.
Okay,
But player CRs are
complicated.
Your mom's complicated.
So we'll say CR equal to your level.
That's wildly overpowered, Brian.
It's you already have been a dragon.
Yes, but
You guys have already done
I've
it.
been that because of the archdruid thing.
No. It was because of
Really?
Christine's polymorph. You were a
Oh,
giant.
a giant moose is different. That's not a dragon.
Red.
Yeah, you were.
Red was a dragon.
Because of Christine's
okay.
or because of Vita's polymorph. Which is actually
Little did we know,
the
Red
CR
becoming
score
that
is
dragon
higher
was
than
just a
9.
giant piece of foreshadowing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay.
Like CR9 is not that.
Well, for
big of a deal. I
polymorph,
mean,
it
a
is
dragon,
because like
1821.
for druids, like our wild shape is like half of your level rounded down. So if your
Right.
polymorph is equal to a level, that's like.
You know what? I feel like you're just looking at.
I'm
you're
trying
looking,
to nerf something.
You're
okay,
looking
I
the gift
know.
horse in the mouth.
Also, you have an item that makes sure wild shape
Yes.
significantly
Yes,
stronger now.
I do. Regardless, it's all semantic.
I'll do some research.
Yeah,
but for
that's
now,
fine.
We'll use level. This will be a discussion for future episodes. If you guys love really getting into the nitty gritty of D&D rules and DM rulings, if you are the kind of person who walks into a courtroom just to see what the fuck happens, this shit's gonna get your dick hard.
Right, we're being general exclusory here.
No, there's.
Right, because women don't get excited about specific details. You're gonna
No.
say
Women get hard dicks too.
True.
This is also true. Let's just not be clit exclusory, okay? That's all I'm asking.
What is a clit if not a hidden dick?
Excuse you? More nerve endings than the clit, dude. like
I
10
think it's
times
just because it's more
Okay.
compact.
All I'm hearing is that it's even better.
There it is.
That's
Yes.
Yeah, and let's not say it's too compact, because I mean, pretty average.
I mean, it depends on the person. Like, there are all kinds of morphs.
Yeah, like some guys that's about the size you're looking for. Oh, we're talking about the clit. Never. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Almora, everybody, where we randomly go into discussions of anatomy at
Okay.
a moment's notice.
I've been making small dick jokes all day. This is a theme right now.
Hey Vita.
Mm.
Well, actually, wait. How far are we from water? What is actually the trajectory of where we're traveling? Fuck. Is it's like across the ocean a little bit and then up an alcove, right?
Ocean. Mouth.
Yeah.
Water mouth.
So
Off a bay,
let's
but yeah.
walk to the coast, and then do you want to be a water elemental with me?
Yes. Vita wants this. Vita starts to just like excited child shake. Just cannot sit still in reality. It is just vibrating with excitement.
Okay.
I'm excited.
And so no one wants to go to a carrier Veek just to get a ship. You want to risk just being exposed
We
in the
could
middle
also
of the
get
ocean.
ship. We could charter boats. This is also
I can
true.
also cast water breathing on all of us while we're morphed, and so if shit happens, we can just go underwater.
Rhythm. Are we trying to avoid meeting certain someone
There's
who is
no
inviting
way we
lovely
can
songs?
meet them over here. I just don't want to be on a boat again.
That's not true. The correct roll of the dice, the way you meet them.
Just don't. Oh, God. So this will be faster. We can go at 90 feet per 6 seconds, which counterpoint that to miles per hour. That's a lot.
It's less than a... But it's less magically expensive, and Vita likes to get beauty rest.
Here is my issue. At some point, you will have to stop. And if you are too far out, everybody's just in the middle of a ocean full of creatures.
Water
Also
breathing lasts for
encounter
24
checks.
hours. We can just walk on the bottom of the ocean for a day.
Encounter checks.
Okay,
Encounter
let's go get a ship.
Ship me, daddy.
Yay! Thank you, Rhythm.
Are you going to a
Yeah, which
carry
one
or
of those
Veek?
would you ship?
Isn't Veek closer?
They're about equidistant.
Actually,
might be a little bit closer.
I'd probably ship a carry and Veek together. Yeah, they probably ship.
Who's got an actual like physical coin closest to them?
Right here, I got you.
Heads.
Oh, I do.
The answer is tails.
You go ahead.
Wait, we have to designate what's what.
Well, it's obviously
Oh,
alphabetical. A carry and Veek, so Veek is tails, so it's Veek.
Okay.
It's always alphabetical.
There you go. You
Oh,
did.
there you go.
Okay.
No, it's not. Shut up.
That is a
It
rule.
it just makes
I
it
have never
makes
heard this
sense.
rule
It makes it
before,
easy.
but
If you're
okay.
trying to pick, am I going to Burger King or McDonald's? You flip a coin.
Well, I'm
Burger
not
King is
arguing
heads,
that point.
McDonald's is tails, because alphabet.
Well, you know what? I'm going to log that away. And
Oh man, it just makes sense to me. Like it just makes it instead of like, oh, well, this one should be heads because just do it alphabetical because like I don't know, man. It's like public school actually taught us like one thing maybe like the alphabet and like maybe we should fund them more. I don't know.
That was Sesame Street.
No disagreement there.
I
Definitely.
don't.
Fucking pay teachers what they're worth.
You're here.
Okay, so we're going to Veek.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time just now thinking about the danger zone because
To the Ninja zone.
Ninja zone.
Well, because Christine
Kenny
said that
Loggins.
she was logging it in the noggin, and so I thought it was.
I hate
Nice.
that this is it.
You're stuck with us. You're stuck with us, Ro.
Yeah, all I'm saying is, you ever flip a
This-
coin heads or tails, do it alphabetical
like
with
the
whatever
same.
you're choosing, because nobody can argue that.
I put it in the
No,
notes.
they really can't.
I put it in.
Well, anybody can argue anything.
Yeah, if you
Holy
argue
shit.
that, you kind of just look like Ben
This is
Shapiro, though, and nobody wants to look like that.
Okay.
If I'm louder than you, then I
Okay.
win.
We're going to Veek.
So we'll say that's about a 3-day walk. You guys planning on doing anything to speed that up?
We can polymorph our way to that, if you like.
I just
Chubby
want not
pony.
be on a chair.
Chubby pony.
Rhythm's gone
Allie is
full angsty
salty.
teenager. She might be in her mid
get outvoted
mid
once
20s, but
and
she
you're
still
bad.
went full angsty teenager. Okay.
I have feelings. And we're walking.
Are we polymorphing?
I'm
Are we
gonna
walking? Are we
wild shape myself.
borrowing some horses?
Just a second.
And then turn Barley into a chubby pony.
A big chubby pony, more like a Clydesdale type thing, but sure.
Oh yeah. And fat horse.
Chonky horse.
Which reminds me of another anime. This one's actually good. It's actually good. There's
God,
no
Rob,
weird.
no.
There's
I'm
no
very
weirdness
curious,
in
but
this
I'm
one.
scared.
There is one
Bold-
weirdness,
bold words,
but that's
bold
only
words.
if you think
There it
about it.
I'm gonna go with the classic giant elk and
Yay!
giant elk myself, so 2 people can ride on my back.
Okay.
Guys,
3 if
Everybody else.
Watch ranking if
Barley stayed barley sized, but
It's
since
good, I
Barley is
promise.
being polymorphed,
I mean, if Barley wants to volunteer to be polymorphed,
I
will
want
that
to.
will that carry everyone?
I want to be tall just once.
I think so.
Tall
That
and
because I can get 2, and then well, if Barley's truly chunky horse, Barley can probably only carry 1.
What? No, you can take on a Clydesdale.
cool.
You can take 3 people.
Yeah, you're cool.
Yeah,
Full-size-
like if you
full-size
get like a
adults.
Shire draft
Yeah.
horse, big war horse motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
you can carry
then we're
3.
good.
You
We've
can
got
take 3
everyone.
Adult.
Yeah.
Adult
Okay.
humans. This is one thing I know. I know the horse knowledge. This is all I have. This is all I have. Big chunk horse, many peoples. You could probably get like 4 on there, but you'd have to be really careful. One of them would
You'd
have to
slow
be small.
them down.
Yeah, one
We're
of them would
going
have
for
to be small.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I have a couple of polymorphs. I can polymorph somebody small. So
Oh my god.
I'm already like the second shortest person here.
That's fair. Wait, make Vita
really?
tiny. Vita is 7 feet. Now Vita is Gecko. Actual lizard
Who's
person.
riding on who?
Well, now.
I don't like the phrasing.
wait. Well, if I'm doing there is a chance that I do wild magic surge and
Oh,
shenanigans
yeah,
happen,
true.
So
Shit, you're right.
That's a good point.
Am I gonna be
A
a whale on
whale.
accident? Let's see.
it happened to me. Whale?
Oh, whale. Whale.
How many times a day? 4?
Huh?
How many times a day are you polymorphing?
I mean, how
It's 4, right?
how far can a Clydesdale travel And how long? Like it's originally a 3-day travel if we were just walking.
I'm basically
Yeah.
taking a day off.
Well, the fastest I can go is what, 30 miles an hour? I could go that long for probably, like 45 minutes without dying. Couple hours would be fine if we were just like trotting.
I think you can go faster than that.
I think the max I can run is like 30 something. I don't remember.
Depends on the horse, I guess.
Yeah, that's true. Fastest.
Because okay. God, I hate that it's. I mean, know why it is this way, but it's just a basic riding horse is 60 feet every 6 seconds. So.
If I'm a Clydesdale, it's 20 miles per hour is the fastest I can go, but
reality, not D&D.
Okay, so horses.
I can also pick a war horse, so it doesn't necessarily have to be like a heavy draft horse.
That's true. Yeah, it is. So it's 60 feet, but.
God,
yeah, because that's every round you have that movement, and so a round is 6 seconds. So seconds to an hour.
Somebody in this thread on D&D Beyond said 8 hours is roughly the maximum a creature can travel in a day at normal speed without the need to take a con check for exhaustion. But it no specific rule about this check, so it's up to the DM. 42 miles in 8 hours.
I'm glad you guys did all that math. I'm taking a day off. I said that like 5 minutes ago.
He did say that, yes.
None of this matters. I'm taking a day off of a 3-day travel.
Okay, well, fuck it then.
Poor sweet, delicate boy.
I was trying to be good.
I'm trying to avoid. We spend a lot of time doing travel math, which is fun sometimes, but we do it a lot. So I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm like, it takes off half, or it takes off a third, just because. For viewers.
So a day.
Edwardian Baxter.
There he is. He's a blurry Baxter, but he's there.
A blurry Baxter.
And there he goes.
There was, however, in 8 rolls of casting Polymorph, 1 Wild Magic Surge.
What are you doing to me, Brian? What happened?
First time in like 5 seconds?
Been a minute.
It's a lot harder to do now that you're level 9.
Yeah, Vita's mostly got their shit under control at this point. Mostly. Ish. Sort of.
Okay. The user is driven mad by the spell and goes into a barbarian rage for 1 minute.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh. A
So-
minute. Oh.
In one of the castings, like Vita's been doing this for a while, and then like on the second day, Vita casts the spell and suddenly feels furious.
And he's giving me a look from the sound I just made.
So has Vita feel that 60-second rage?
Okay, so their eyes go super wild, definitely get kind of bloodshot, their frills extend, they start, okay, what spells do I have? What happens? What shenanigans do I pull?
You want to cast more spells?
Huh? I probably cast more spells.
Okay. Just tell me.
I probably start slinging cantrips. But wait a minute. If I'm going into a barbarian rage, I can't.
Yeah,
cast
you can't
spells
cast
when I'm
spells
in a
in a
rage,
rage.
right? Okay. I guess I hate to say it, but I guess I get a little bitey.
Okay.
I go chomp chomp
At
and
who?
ooh. Okay, I guess you should roll a dice and see who's too close to me.
All right, everybody pick a number 1 through 6. I'm just gonna go in the order I have. Allie, what's your
5.
number? Sarah,
4.
Chris.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you can both.
Oh, okay, 3.
6.
Robbie.
1.
And that leaves
Yep.
2 for Donna. 3.
Oh.
So Vita, I imagine this as like sort of in control, trying not to hurt another person. Is like, fuck it, there's an arm, and just starts biting themselves.
No, I get my tail. I bite my tail in
Okay.
full Ouroboros. Just chase my tail, biting it, and a
All right.
minute is up.
Roll
Wait,
a
wait.
D.
But I do hungry jaws, so I'm like taking HP for myself, but I get it back through the bite.
How many times can you do that?
Once a day.
Okay, so you do it one time, but if you're doing it for a minute,
Shit.
we'll say 6 seconds have passed. We'll say that one cancels out. Roll a D4 4 times.
Can we try to
And add that
stop
together.
them in the process of this?
Somebody
What-
tackle me.
Right?
Would that be wise?
Get Vita in a headlock. Grab him from just behind the neck.
Okay,
The
I'm gonna
answer is
try
yes, you can
and be
try.
like, Vita,
Oh.
Vita, stop that.
5, 6, 9.
That's
I
a
do
nat
9 points of
1.
damage
One
to
of those
myself.
probably bites me.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and give yourself 3 damage. So yeah, with a nat 1, yeah. Rhythm is trying to pull Vita off of Vita, and just gets a snip of some of the biting.
Ah, fuck.
Is he?
Just chomp
Look,
chomp.
man,
Anybody else?
I'm too
that
small
Just
to
the
be
hollow
trying to
chomp
break
sound.
Vita up from Vita. I can't.
This
Am
is why
I-
Theseus would be
Mhm.
so helpful right now.
Am I a horse still?
Yeah, you just got polymorphed.
Nay.
I try to run in a circle around Vita, and just neigh desperately and paw at the air and just kind of fuck, but like just in horse, just neighing and snorting and oh god, what the fuck, and just like kind of kicking out and shit, just huge hooves, just
Barley-
like fuck, just
Barley
pounding
kicks
around
a
the.
tree, farts, and runs away.
What?
I don't know if you guys saw the video, but it was amazing.
Mhm.
It's everything it sells itself as. It's a
Wait,
video
what?
that went viral on YouTube. It's just of a horse.
Wait,
It runs
I'll
up,
find it.
kicks a tree,
I'll find it.
farts at some dogs, and runs away. That's it. That's the whole video. It's like 25 seconds.
Farts
Yep.
on a dog and runs away,
Yeah,
I
it's
think is
amazing.
what it's called.
That's extremely funny to
It's
me.
a great video.
Okay.
I think it's. Here it is. I think I found it. Hold on.
We gotta post the link in the chat because
I'm putting a link. Wait,
great.
copy. Here. There you go.
All right. Thank you for this internet gem. So like after a minute has passed, Vita snaps out of it. There's a bleeding rhythm.
I just hold my arm
got
up like,
with them in a headlock.
ow.
Vita is sorry. Vita had moment. Ow! Vita looks at their arm and tail and is like,
I touch you
"Ow!"
on the shoulder and
Look.
cast Cure Wounds.
Vita is
fine.
sorry, Rhythm. Well, that was fun.
You only get 4
Okay, let's
points
get
of
the
health
horse and
back.
let's go. Great.
Guys
Alright.
shouldn't watch that.
It's amazing. It's a masterpiece. In 100 years, we'll be looking at The Godfather, The Wizard of Oz, and horse kicks a tree, farts on some dogs, and runs away as the cinematic accomplishments
As you
of,
do.
of
You won't have
humanity.
that
Yeah.
underneath, but
So
it's gonna degrade to nothing at that point.
fair enough. So you guys make it to Veek to try and cross the. This is I'm gonna have to spell this. The Aeld Gawin Bay. It's Ealdgewinn. Aeld Gawin Bay. And that is where we'll pick up next week of you guys trying to get
Yay.
passage. And I'm gonna make a note. Roll. So you need to get passage.
Are we going to roll a panzing check?
And we're gonna
And
roll
we are
to see if
finding a
Panzing is
different
there.
ship if they fucking are. I will be a water elemental next to the ship the entire trip.
This is the beauty of going to small port towns. There may not be other ships in the bay.
Oh shit. That's also true.
I will never set foot on ship. I will just be a water elemental next to the ship. It's fine.
Has a
Nope.
name. It's called
Nope.
the Tinkerer's Mast.
It's a ship.
Do you remember on the Tinkerer's Mast when you tinkered in a mast?
Well, I mean, really, she tinkered with a mast.
That's true.
I mean, hey, you gotta do what
One
you gotta do.
time.
Hey, look, ain't no shame in the game.
Apparently, there is shame.
This
in
is
the
not
game.
shame. This is recognition.
They are singing songs of glory for the time that you tinkered in
Apparently
the
that
mast.
one night stand was.
I mean, apparently you got
mind-blowing for
something the
them,
rest of us is
so-
missing. So, don't be ashamed.
Vita doesn't even do the sex, and Vita is impressed at the last thing.
You know what, Vita? I might be kind of following your footsteps after some bad fucking decisions.
Well, everyone.
Hey, at least your
Well,
at least
everyone.
your game is better than
Yeah,
mine.
can we all go back to making fun of Barley's date, please?
Now that we've all determined our bad decisions,
Fuck you. I was on your side.
tune in next week where we make more bad decisions. Supposed to be.
And Wednesday is Almora?
So we'll try to do that on Wednesday,
Yeah.
and we'll catch y'all later.
But we have to find out if Robbie's been here at the doctor's, otherwise we'll be playing ball ball.
He's right. He's right. Bye.
That's all,
you
Mora.
piece of shit and your puns. Bye.
We're renegade